Okay, I think that's about it. I think we're ready on all fronts. I think that's about it. Oh, whoops. There we go. We are now ready to get into things. So, I'm just going to start off doing my dailies, give people time to show up. We're going to be covering the final cutscene of the Unbreakable Sphere event because it wasn't available last time I did this, so I'll be covering that. And we will be covering the Lost Kingdom story event, the event story, because that one was a shocker. I didn't think I was ready for that. Don't think I was ready for that plot twist. It was kind of huge. Kinda huge.
Welcome to El Marina! We have a star in our midst.
Yeah, I got rid of all that. I can go about. I'm gonna do my free pulls. Let's get some gotcha pulls. Am I lucky today? No, I'm not. As unlucky as possible.
At your service.
Do I get another siren? Probably not. Nope. As about as unlucky as possible. This is why I don't pull on stream. I always get really unlucky when I do. But holy shit! 3 R's? Not even SRs? Yeah, this is why I don't pull on stream. Because I'm incredibly unlucky when it comes to pulling on stream. Okay. We're gonna do our Unbreakable Sphere dailies, and then we'll get into covering that last story chapter.
What's by my side is unbreakable, fills me with such joy. I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything. We finally met. My dream has come true.
I can do another 10 pull now without spending too much
I'll
gems.
be leaving soon.
But
Thank you, everyone, for everything.
I don't wanna. I feel like I'm gonna get incredibly unlucky, bro.
My dream has come true.
I feel like it would be better if I just pull off stream.
What's by my side is unbreakable, fills me
Gotta
with
find that
such
last
joy.
collectible.
We finally met. My dream has come true. I'll be leaving
Where is
soon.
it?
Thank you, everyone, for everything.
Where the bloody hell is it?
Knowing that what's by my side
Oh, there it is.
unbreakable fills me with such joy. I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
I loved this event. It did not disappoint. I blind watched this event on my last lore deep dive stream. It was definitely something.
Woohoo! It lacked a certain pizzazz, but I'm satisfied.
We finally met.
Okay,
My
that
dream
is it.
has come true.
For dailies, mostly.
We finally met!
Buy the shit out of the shop.
Has come true!
Okay, so... Records repository, event story 2. Our story going forward, this is the final one. I need to, we're going to get to the, I need to record this so I can edit it into the Unbreakable Sphere video. Okay, this is obviously added at the end of the video, at the part of a different live stream. The final cutscene of Unbreakable Sphere was not available at the time that we covered it, which is why I'm going over this now. Just want to put that in there. After the emotional reunion, Little Mermaid took everyone to the real ocean in a bubble.
It's beautiful. Is this a place you created?
Oh, amazing.
Cinderella and Graves stare at the bubble tree.
Wow. I never thought I'd be able to visit the ocean depths.
It's certainly easier on the eyes than inside Gluttony's throat. Is this all made from bubbles?
Oh, it's because of Abe that I'm capable of all this.
The past me?
Oh,
I wonder how it was made. Do you mind if I look into it?
oh, I'll tell you everything I know.
Thank you.
Conduct as much research as you like, is what she said.
Do you want to visit the bubble workshop? Or would you rather go back to the bubbles?
No.
They're both so beautiful.
Molly looks at Little Mermaid's face and explains to Cinderella and Grave what
Look
she
at her.
sees.
She can't even conceal her joy. How could she have thought of dying inside Gluttony without meeting anyone? And she's that happy.
Are you jealous?
That's not it.
Sure.
Uni also thinks you're jealous.
I said no.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... It's nice to see her happy. That's all.
Wow, Mori. I've never heard you speak so frankly.
Huh? What are you talking about? I know how to say things like this, you know.
Of course I know.
Good grief.
I'm right there with you, Mori. I'm glad that Siren is happy too.
Anyway, how long are you guys going to be staying here?
Until we have a chance to catch our breath, I suppose.
And how long is that?
I'd say a week at most. I contacted Mana and told her everything was resolved, but I still need to meet with her and give a full report on what we learned here. And there's also someone else I have to report to about my body.
I see. I guess that's when I'll head out as well.
Where will you go?
Where else, you goof? The Ark. That reminds me, I have you to thank for me not getting scrapped. Thank you, Mihara.
You heard about that?
Yes. I got a message from a certain someone.
Jian.
She congratulated me on the mission being a resounding success.
Jian.
You've done me a huge favor, Mihara. I'll be sure to pay you back someday. At any rate, I'll be stuck in the Ark doing whatever comes my way. But I'll find a way, somehow, to pay you back.
I appreciate the thought, Mori, but I don't think you're going to be at the Ark.
What?
Never mind. Now then, What do you say we start properly enjoying our vacation?
Good point. Who knows when we'll get another chance like this? We need to take it all in.
Mori gazes beyond the bubbles into the ocean where the golden sunlight is shining
We
down.
mustn't forget that beautiful places like this exist.
Ensconced within a sea so beautiful that it feels torn from a fairy tale. New friends introduce themselves to one another. Meanwhile, old friends reminisce about past memories, share stories of their time spent apart, and laugh together. Has been 100 years since Cinderella, Grave, and Siren have seen each other. Together they write the first page of a new story.
I suppose it's time for us to all part ways.
Mihara? Uni? Thank you for everything. If there ever comes a day when you need help, I'll come running.
We should be the ones thanking you. I hope we can see each other again someday.
I'm sure we will. So long as we want to see each other. I know that we'll meet once again. Definitely.
Yes, let's meet again someday.
Yeah. Hey, what's the big idea? Why do you keep leaving me out of your goodbyes? It's kinda hard not to take it personally. I'm leaving too. From now on, don't ever part from your friends. Live together with them. And be well. Don't foolishly try to throw your life away to save someone. Not everyone is like you. Be a little more cautious, okay? Don't just stand there. Say something. Where are you going? The Ark. Where else? Why? What do you mean by why? It's the only place I have left to go. Weren't you coming with me? What? You said it while we were both trapped inside Gluttony. That we'd both make it out of there alive and write a happy ending together. Don't you remember? I remember. I just thought we were talking about getting out of that rapture. You don't want to stay with me anymore? What? No. Of course I want to stay with you. Are you sure that'd be okay? Oh? You've seen for yourself how useless I am in battle.
I don't know, you kind of did a good job with the gluttony there.
All I'm good for is digging holes in the ground. It's okay. I barely have any survival skills either. I don't really have anything that I'm good at. I'm fine with that. I don't know the first thing about what it means to travel on the surface. I'll only drag you down. Are you sure you're okay with that? You might be okay with it, but what about your friends?
It doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, you became one of us the moment you risked your life to save Siren.
That's why I love Cinderella.
If Cinderella is okay with it, so am I.
You guys. It's okay, Mori. Really. I've gotten to know you quite well. You're thoughtful, smart, brave, and you're also my friend.
Oh. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for the follow. I'll think about it. Right now I'm focused on the deep dive. Thank you for the follow.
So I'll take your advice to heart. From now on, I won't live recklessly and put my life in jeopardy. I'll make sure my story has a happy ending.
Little Mermaid reaches out her hand to Mori.
Mori, will you stay with me?
Mori also reaches out and holds Little Mermaid's hand.
I will. I'd love to. I'd be honored to go with you guys. Are you really sure that's okay?
Of course.
You're part of the team. Let's go together.
Thank you.
Well, that worked out quite well, Mori.
Yeah, damn. I'm emotional again. I'm rewatching this. Fuck, I'm still getting emotional.
Mihara? Uni?
I told you that you wouldn't be going back to the Ark, didn't I?
Guess you were right.
Well, put her there.
Mihara extends her hand. Mori grasps Mihara's hand.
I don't mind shaking your hand, but I meant to ask you for your phone again.
My phone?
You're not going back to the Ark, and choosing instead to travel with the Pilgrims. In other words, you're deserting the Ark. You need to get rid of anything that could be used to track your location.
Why his choice?
You're right.
Mori fumbles with her phone, then hands it over to Mihara.
Don't mention it. Take care of yourself. And make sure you're getting along with Siren out there. We'll meet again.
Yes, we will. I'm sure of it.
Uni and Mahara turn around and walk towards the Ark. Little Mermaid and Mori watch their figures grow smaller and smaller, till they disappear against the horizon, all the while wishing and hoping they'll meet again someday. So wholesome.
Well,
Love it.
we ought to get going as well. Before we go back to Prince, I'd like to meet up with Hansel and Gretel
Oh,
if
shit.
possible. Siren,
Oh,
do you know where Hansel and Gretel are?
well,
What's wrong? Did something happen to them?
if you're intent on fighting alongside Hansel and Gretel, then perhaps it might be better not to go looking for them.
What? What do you mean?
Hansel and Gretel are no longer on humanity's side.
That was the plot twist I was talking about. Okay. Okay. Damn. That means they're heretics now. This is not good. It's not good. That wraps up this recording. And for when this makes it into video, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will now move on to the next video for Lost Kingdom. See y'all next time. Okay, now that recording is wrapped up, it is now time to go into the Lost Kingdom event. I did not think it had that heavy of a main story relevance as it did. So when I played through it and watched the event story for the first time, it was a bit of a no, it wasn't even a bit. It was a huge shocker because ever since I played through it, like, 3 days ago, I have been theory crafting now. I have not been able to stop thinking about it, because holy fuck, dude, it is plot twist times 1,000. It's crazy. So we've got 39 story cutscenes to go through. This is going to be a long one. This is going to make for a long video. Okay, it's time for me to get to the recording scene. I'm going to record the intro and then just move on into the video. I'm not going to reply to chat too much. I will still reply to chat, but I'm going to focus more on the story. Feel free to keep chatting though, and I will try to respond when I can. Okay, I am here with Twitch chat again for yet another video. I'm also here with YouTube live chat and Kick. We are going to be going over the Lost Kingdom event story. Lost Kingdom takes place roughly after chapters 25 and 26. Also, somewhat happens at the same time as, but the majority of it happens afterwards. It has a heavy main story relevance despite what I originally thought before playing through the event. We're going to go through, watch all the story. I'll connect and provide commentary when needed. Maybe also be answering questions from chat. And then at the end, because of the plot twist, I'm going to tie it in with a couple other things. And we're going to be doing some theory crafting. I might even get a Google Doc pulled up and put it into a text block. I'm not sure on that front yet, but without further ado, let's move right on into the video. This is the Lost Kingdom field. Lost Kingdom takes place in a forbidden castle along in a abandoned castle that Chime and Crown are take part in. Took residence in. Event Story Part 1. To the Kingdom. Beep.
Give me a damage report, Talos.
Please wait a moment. External armor breached. Main generator damaged. Communication functions down. Self-recovery function unavailable.
How about mobility? Can we return to the Ark?
Mobility feasible. However, insufficient power to return to the Ark.
Give me our options.
There are 2 courses of action. 1. Prioritize the pilot's safety and weight. 2. Prioritize the body's safety and weight.
Let's go with option 1.
Wait or wait?
Command confirmed. Maintaining only jamming and distress signal generation functions. Switching to sleep mode. Please wait until rescue arrives.
Okay. Another test failure. What is this, the 21st time? At this rate, the project is liable to be scrapped at any moment. I'll have nowhere to go again. I really hate that.
The project she's referring to is Project Talos, or the AV unit that she is manufactured, created an AI for, and is now piloting. That she named Talos. It's kind of like a small mech unit that she can pilot. Not really anyone else can pilot because of her small frame. And also just the fact that she's the only one who really knows how to pilot it.
What do you think, Talos? How many more chances do you think I have left?
In sleep mode. If you wish to deactivate sleep mode, please say the password.
Never mind. I better get some sleep. Your Highness, look at this!
What is this? It doesn't look human.
It's a robot, and a massive one at that.
What's it used for?
It doesn't seem to be mobile. It's most likely meant for decoration.
Decadent? I don't think it's that fancy.
Not decadent, Your Highness. It's a decoration.
Ah, indeed. Well done, Chime. I was testing you.
They're both a little bit of, dumb and a little special.
But of course, after all, I am your loyal subject.
Tell me, what precisely is the purpose of a decoration?
When I speak of decoration, I'm referring to things that basically serve no purpose other than taking up space.
I mean, that is true and not true.
I see.
But think about it, Your Highness. Wouldn't it do wonders for our kingdom's prestige if we were to flaunt this giant hunk of metal?
Indeed. It could appear most imposing to our enemies as well.
Let's take it with us.
Let's.
Let's see. If we grab it from here... Okay, let's have Trom drag it along. We shall press on without delay.
Trom is Chime and, Crown's mechanical steed.
Huh? What's all this shaking? Huh? Vibration? Are we moving?
Kayla looks through the cockpit window. Outside, the scenery is flying by at a rapid speed.
What the? Where are we going? Give me a status update, Talos.
In sleep mode. If you wish to deactivate sleep mode, please say the password.
Talos, wake up! Oh no, 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 no! Okay, once we stop, I'll reactivate Talos and assess the situation. I'll figure out whether it's fight or flight, though I don't think we're completely surrounded by raptures. Okay, I've just gotta stay calm. Calm down.
2 hours later.
Where in the world are we going?
Bang.
We stopped.
Kilo looks through the cockpit
I
window.
don't see any raptures. Phew. All right, let's go. Talos, wake up.
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Activate all monitors and scan our surroundings. Determine whether to engage in combat or escape, and then execute.
Reassessing priorities. Recommend sightseeing in the area.
What?
Kilo calmly stares at the display monitor. Although aged, a majestic fortress that has still retained its grandeur stands before her.
Is that a castle? What's something like that doing here?
Ah! Your Highness! The decoration we brought back is moving.
It's a Nikke! Oh, what a relief.
With a sharp click, Chime cocks her weapon and aims it at Kilo.
Are you some kind of rapture?
Wait! Don't shoot!
Your Highness, the rapture is talking.
What are you hollering about, Chime?
Look, Your Highness. The decoration, nay, the robot, I mean the rapture is talking.
You. Can you talk?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm a Nikke myself.
Don't lie to us. You don't look like any Nikke I've ever seen.
I believe there has been a misunderstanding. I recommend you make yourself known to them.
Oh, good idea. Wait just a sec. Talos, open cockpit.
Talos' cockpit swings open to reveal Kilo.
I'm Kilo, of the Heavy Gram Squad. Who are you two?
What's a Nikke doing inside a robot?
Well, you see, I, pilot this robot. It's called Talos. I was in the middle of conducting a test on the surface when things went haywire, so...
So she was awaiting rescue.
Very well. We're the ones who rescued you.
You are?
Aye, that be the truth. We found you lost and adrift, and brought you back safely to our kingdom as part of the rescue effort.
Since you have received our grace and stepped into our domain, you are now a citizen of our kingdom.
Come again?
You must realize that this is a great honor. Not just anyone can become a subject of this kingdom.
I believe their actions are benevolent in nature. Cooperating could prove advantageous to our chances of survival.
What's this? Are you rejecting our offer?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm, really looking forward to it.
Oh, shit.
Listen well. Now that you are a citizen, you must work for the kingdom and its king.
What do you mean by work?
It's simple. You're to venture beyond our kingdom's walls and bring back whatever seems useful.
What? I'm supposed to go out and collect junk?
It's not junk. We are giving long-forgotten objects a renewed sense of purpose. To be a king is to infuse everything...
How come you're saying king and not queen?
Because the king holds the highest position in the kingdom.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Of course, we do far more than merely scavenge items. If we encounter someone wandering the surface, we recruit them as our subjects.
Recruit, you say?
That's right. Our finding you was a very fortunate development, since we lost a valuable citizen recently.
You are referring to the one in red? There is no need for sadness. Perhaps we will meet her...
Red Hood. You had to remind me of fucking Red Hood's death. God damn it. Ah.
Okay. I get that this is your kingdom. Crown's the king, and Chime's the royal aid. But where are all these so-called citizens?
We have you, don't we?
Yeah, I guess. But when you throw around words like kingdom, I just expected more people.
Not entirely unreasonable.
Chime, how many subjects are there in our kingdom at the moment?
82, including Kilo. That many? But I don't see anyone.
They're up on the surface conducting expeditions for the kingdom.
I have enacted no law that mandates citizens to remain inside the kingdom. It comprises 12 clauses in total. Though challenging to memorize, with some effort on your part, it is certainly possible.
Okay, I'll get right on that. So, are all the citizens Nikkes?
Well,
No, they're not. The birds flying and everyone who has received the grace of the kingdom is a citizen.
Oh, I see. Huh? Wait a moment. I think there's something weird with Talos.
Talos. Oh, yes, the robot you rode here on. Now that you mention it, I have a few questions pertaining to that robot.
Just a moment. Give me 5 minutes to check the cockpit.
Kilo quickly climbs into Talos' cockpit. The cockpit door closes with a hydraulic hiss.
Talos, wake up.
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Let's blow this joint. These cult weirdos are giving me the creeps.
Shall I set the escape route to the Ark?
Yes, do it.
Power reserves are currently insufficient to reach the Ark.
How much do we need?
Such a journey would require a full charge. If we utilize the battery provided by the self-proclaimed king and the royal aid, a full charge will require 17 hours.
Forget all that. This place is cuckoo bananas. We've got to get out of here pronto.
I do not recommend such a course of action. The surface is a dangerous place.
So you're suggesting I should stay with these weirdo Nikkes? Surely that can't be safe either.
This location appears to have significant signal jamming capabilities. Raptors will be unable to detect us. Given the current number of people present, this is a safe location. After analyzing the conversations that have transpired, I do not believe these individuals pose any threat. I recommend that you ingratiate yourself with them.
Fine, forget it. Enter sleep mode.
Command confirmed. Switching to sleep mode.
Did you figure it out?
Can you tell me more about this robot?
Oh, Talos is...
What is that sound?
I set an alarm it's fine. I can just skip eating.
It's time to eat. Perfect timing. It's lunchtime for us as well.
But, Your Highness, you ate 2 hours ago.
Nevertheless, I cannot allow one of our citizens to go hungry.
This is very true.
It is my turn to cook, so...
Crown is
go
such a
and
ditz.
prepare.
Actually, you went last time, so it shouldn't be your turn.
Then, whose turn is it?
It's
The crying face.
Marion.
Oh,
Man has learned too many bad habits from Pioneer. Unfortunately. Oh shit.
Hi. This is the first time we've had a guest in the kingdom. Hello. My name is Marion.
Hey there. I'm Kilo.
Wow.
Sorry, but it's just that you've got this mystical aura about you.
Is that so? Thank you.
Are you a citizen of this kingdom as well?
Of course.
for now, that is. She has someone who will come for her soon enough. So you could say she is a temporary subject, ephemeral in nature.
She's talking about us, the commander.
Your vocabulary has grown even more impressive, Your Highness.
But of course.
Shall we eat? I've prepared a little something here for you.
Oh no. Just a tip, if Marion would ever provide you an offer to eat her food, nah, she's picked up too many bad habits from Snow White. Not to mention the alcoholism from Scarlet, and the sussiness from, Rapunzel. It's, no, it's no good.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Go ahead.
Thanks for the grub.
You enthusiastically opens the lid.
I know we've just met, so I apologize if I cause any offense, but do you happen to have any spare parts lying around? Talos could use them.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Maybe it's just me, but big, hairy tarantulas, to be specific.
That's correct. I've prepared.
What?
I'm gonna save you all that. Y'all don't have to read that.
I see what's troubling you all. You're not quite sure how to eat them. Here, let me show you. You simply hold.
Come on, you're pulling my leg, aren't
Simply
you?
hold it in your mouth.
Just because I'm not as familiar as you all with the surface doesn't mean I'm clueless. What? You're actually eating it? Is this the kind of stuff you eat up here on the surface?
Yeah, stuff Snow White eats, because her sense of taste is shot. She eats just about anything.
No, that's gotta be fake. This is all some kind of prank, isn't it? Are these things even supposed to be edible? Okay, fine. How do I do it again? Just grab it and put it in my mouth? Like this?
Kilo runs much less with her head plopped on the table.
She fainted.
Oh,
Oh my. Really?
you two go ahead and eat. Put her to bed.
Oh, no, you mustn't inconvenience yourself so. Allow me.
As the king, it is my solemn duty to care for my citizens.
Now, both of you just stop it. She simply needs a little rest. So let's carry on with our meal. Oh, let's dig in.
Go on then, Chime. Eat up.
Oh no, Your Highness. Surely the king deserves a lion's share of the meal.
No, you've been working so hard. So it's fitting that you partake.
It warms my heart to see you both care so deeply for
He's
each
so
other.
clueless.
Here, let me feed the both of you. Open wide. Say
Ugh. What happened? Where am I?
Kilo looks around.
A room? I must have zonked out. Gosh, I had some terrible nightmare about eating spiders.
Kilo stands up and looks around and brings her wrist up to her mouth and speaks.
Wake up.
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Can you get in contact with the Ark?
It is feasible if we are outside the kingdom's boundaries.
Then head out and contact the Ark ASAP. Inform the Ark that there are 3 pilgrims here.
Do you not wish to relay the information about the heretic?
What?
I have detected the presence of the heretic Modernia.
Oh, wait. You mean that Modernia? The one who's wanted in the Ark? The one who became a heretic and then turned back into a Nikke?
That is correct. It appears she is going by the sobriquet Marion here.
Talos, contact the Ark at once. If I return to the Ark with such prized information, the higher-ups are sure to...
Understood. Moving out now.
you're up. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to surprise you.
Oh no, it's okay.
Who were you talking to just now?
Nobody. I talk to myself sometimes, that's all.
I have that habit myself. I talk to myself whenever I get a chance. I talk about wanting to see those dear to me and protect the ones I'm grateful for.
I see.
That's why I've made a vow to myself. If ever someone dares to harm those dear to me, I will do everything in my power to make them pay.
Marion's clueless here, by the way. She's just saying this. She has no idea.
No matter what it takes. I take it you understand what I'm getting at.
Or maybe she does. I'm not even sure.
Talos, delay that order.
Roger. All orders rescinded. On standby.
Thank you.
Nope, she knew.
Anyway, you should get some more rest. Would you like me to get you something to eat?
No, that's okay.
Okay. If you need anything, please let me know.
Marion leaves the room.
Phew. That was close.
Scared Kilo shitless, didn't she? The next day, during mealtime.
Did you sleep well last night?
Oh, yeah. I guess.
I'm glad to hear that. How are you liking the food?
It's delicious. It's my first time eating food from up on the surface. Maybe it's because of the different ingredients?
It's not just that, but rather it's because I was the one who cooked it.
Your culinary skills are improving by the day, Chime.
You flatter me, Your Highness.
So, Marion, what's on the schedule for today?
Nothing special on my end. It's been a bit blustery the past few days, so I was thinking about raking up some leaves. I need to show Kilo the ropes, so I was thinking of taking her outside the kingdom.
Excuse me?
Didn't I explain it to you yesterday? We have to leave the kingdom and gather useful things.
Yeah. Just how it be.
Outside the kingdom?
Kilo quickly turns her gaze to Marion, only to see Marion staring directly at her.
Is there any chance I can stay here? Talos hasn't fully recovered yet.
Oh no, I won't hear any of it. In this kingdom, you must earn your keep. Crown, will you be joining them on the excursion outside the kingdom today?
It is a king's duty to observe their citizens as they carry out their duties. I would be happy to accompany them.
Oh, you'll be joining us? What an honor.
We should set off at once.
I'll stay here and wait for your return. So that robot of yours is a means to stay on the surface for an extended period?
Yeah, that's right. It uses the same core as Nikke's for power, so it lasts a while. But it does need to be recharged from time to time, though. It's covered in a layer of nanomachines, so it's capable of minor self-repairs. The built-in AI system is capable of numerous functions.
That's all well and good, but I presume its ammo reserves are limited? The amount of time it could last up on the surface would be limited.
Actually, it's equipped with a 3D printer that's capable of creating its own ammunition out of various materials.
Oh.
Why are you two looking at me like that?
You are quite talented.
Our kingdom could use someone like you.
They say she's quite talented, but she doubts herself. And she's always doubted herself because she just thinks it's all Talos. But she is the one that created Talos, so she is talented in her own right.
Are you sure you're talking about me?
Can any other Nikkes commandeer this robot?
No. That honor is mine alone.
Huh, that's too bad. Anyway, let's get to work. All you need to do is search this area and pick up anything that looks useful.
How do we determine what's useful or not?
Batteries take the highest priority, followed by electronic devices. That's then followed by metal and wooden materials.
What do you use all those for?
Various things here and there. Batteries and electronic devices are always in short supply, and the other materials can be used to maintain the kingdom's upkeep.
How do you mean?
The kingdom was originally a fortress on an artificial island that was used as a tourist destination. It has been in a state of disrepair for some time now.
Okay, I'm getting it now. But how do you go about collecting all this stuff exactly? Just by sight?
Precisely.
Such labor is necessary if you want to get what you want. On particularly fruitful days, I come back with both hands full.
Now, let's proceed on our route.
Wait just a moment. Talos, scan for any batteries and electronic objects within a 2-kilometer radius. Only show results for objects that still retain more than half of their functionality.
Understood.
Beep.
Scan complete. 42 objects detected.
Good. Let's move.
What are you doing?
Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back.
Hey, what are you doing? That's dangerous.
I'll just be a minute.
Soon after, Talos returns with its arms and back laden with batteries and electronic devices.
Oh,
No way.
Talos scanned the area, and this is what we turned up. It's just a basic function, but still.
impressive.
This is enough to last us for an entire week.
It sure is. Seems we'll have some free time on our hands in the near future. We appreciate you doing this for us, Kilo.
Sure, don't mention it.
Do you see where these bricks have fallen off? After filling this with the mortar, it just needs to be smoothed out. The castle walls are quite old, so we've got to fix them right away. Otherwise, it could be dangerous. Not only would it be unsafe, but it would also tarnish the kingdom's reputation.
In that case, Talos, scan the gaps between the bricks. We'll use the 3D printer to make pieces that fit the openings. Use this mortar as the material.
Understood. Material created.
These should fit into the gaps nicely.
They fit perfectly, like a glove. This is absolutely incredible. You're truly a citizen of the highest order.
Huh.
Working pretty fucking useful,
I'm
isn't
absolutely
she?
stunned. You're simply incredible, Kilo. Scavenging for materials and transporting them, repairing the castle walls. There's nothing you can't do.
Talos is remarkable as well. Especially its smooth chest. I heard that the castle walls have been greatly reinforced thanks to you two.
That's not all. The long-awaited defense system is finally nearing completion.
What defense system?
We're going to be installing defensive weapons atop the castle walls.
I don't mean to be a stick in the mud, but aren't those weapons terribly outdated?
Yeah, they are.
All we have are cannons, catapults, and the like. Are those really capable of doing any damage to raptures?
Don't you worry. Thanks to Talos, we were able to equip ourselves with the latest cutting-edge weapons. We can handle the raptors and then some.
Wow, are they truly that powerful?
You bet they are. We were given everything from the blueprints to how to operate them.
Thankfully, the kingdom had a lot of materials gathered, so it worked out. However, they're still makeshift weapons and will require constant upkeep to remain operational.
Yes, who cares? The important thing is that the fortifications are complete.
Doing a pretty good job.
Thanks to this fine duo, we have ourselves a bona fide stronghold. Well done, Kilo. Keep it up.
Oh, sure thing. Speaking of, could you take a look at this? It's a versatile device that can grab just about anything with ease.
How do you operate it?
It's a prototype, so you'll have to wait before I can give you a proper demonstration.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna head to bed. See you tomorrow.
Sleep well.
Outside the door, Chime's excited voice can be heard.
You know that mess of wiring I was struggling with for an entire week? She fixed it all in one fell swoop. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that girl's meant to be here.
Talos? Wake up!
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Tell me what will happen if I stay here.
Shall I proceed with the ultimate objective, being an escape to the Ark?
Yes.
This place is safe, but the environment is unforgiving and cannot be considered a civilized place like the Ark. Commodities are scarce, and the infrastructure is below the standards you usually expect. However, due to the jamming systems integrated into the castle wall, this place remains relatively safe despite being on the surface. You will prove to be a useful asset in this place. It will exert a significant influence on you and grow increasingly reliant on you.
Go on.
You will oversee key tasks for the kingdom, such as scavenging, repairs, and manufacturing. As a result, you will become a key figure without whom the kingdom cannot function.
Does that mean I can establish myself here?
That is correct.
I see. Sleep mode.
Command confirmed.
Excuse me.
Switching to sleep mode.
A key figure. That would be you, not me.
Well, fuck, you're the one who created him. You're the one who can operate him. Figure. Talos is more tool than not. Although I know you don't view him that way. The next day.
Kilo, this thing you brought us, what's it used for?
It's a foot massager.
Ah, I see. I've heard of such devices before.
You have?
Stay right where you are, Your Highness. Let me give you a massage.
How kind of you, Chime. It feels wonderful.
Anytime.
We really appreciate all you're doing for us, Kilo.
Hold up. I need to grab something.
It's nothing. I'm barely even doing anything.
Huh?
The next day.
This seems a bit complicated. One of the legs is completely shattered.
Is it?
Oh, my apologies. I'll prepare a new throne for you at once.
Oh, I'm sure Talos can probably fix it. Hold on just a second.
Really? There's truly nothing you can't do.
Chime puts her arm around Kilo's shoulder.
You've no idea how fortunate we are to have you. But there's one thing you need to keep in mind.
What's that?
I'm the royal aide, and that is one role I cannot relinquish to you.
Feeling a little,
Oh,
That day?
sure.
2 days roll on one after the other.
Can you help me carry this?
I kind of want to point this out. Kilo is incredibly small. And Chime only comes up to Kilo's shoulder. Kilo? I'm 6'3". Kilo comes up to about here on me. Meaning she's about 4 foot tall. And we got Chime, an absolute fucking midget. Chime's fast and strong, but she is like literally almost child-sized. Hell no, she is child-sized. Maybe like a short preteen. Motherfucker is tiny.
Come and join us for a cup of tea, Kilo. We're not sure what tea this is, but it should be tasty.
Would you look at that? The sunset at this hour is truly spectacular.
Do you think there's any way to cook insects without anyone catching on?
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for always helping.
Oh my god, dude.
What's wrong? You haven't eaten properly for the past 2 days.
Are you unwell?
No, I'm fine.
Marion, how about a drink? It's been a while.
What's the occasion?
In honor of Kilo, and to celebrate how well she's settling in.
Okay, I'll bring some of the better wines.
I've never tried alcohol before.
There's nothing to it. Just treat it like you're drinking water.
I told you she picked up some bad habits from Scarlet, didn't I? There's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Moment later.
Hello. Kilo? She's only had one drink a while ago, but she seems totally out of it.
My alcohol tolerance isn't anything to write home about, but she's in her cups. Would you like to head to bed, Your Highness?
Absolutely not. As the king, it would hardly be appropriate for me to retire before my subjects.
Come on now, Kilo. Get up. I didn't expect you to be so susceptible to alcohol.
Okay, I admit it. I can't do anything. I'm not good at anything. Not a damn thing.
Oh my, you startled me.
Do you know how many times I've been reassigned to a different squad? 32 times. 32. I somehow ended up with specs that are worse than a mass-produced Nikke. I don't have any specialized abilities, so they keep tossing me around like a hot potato. Eventually, I ended up becoming a pilot for Talos, but it just sounds way more impressive than it is. All I am is a tool, a device that makes Talos move. You understand what I mean? I'm worthless if I don't have Talos.
Why are you talking like this? You make it sound like you're useless. You are the finest citizen this kingdom has ever seen. There's no area in which you're lacking.
Talos is the impressive one, not me. Talos did everything. What did I do? Without Talos, I'm nothing. There's no place I can call home. Nobody would dream of associating with me.
Yeah, it must be sad though.
Woe is me.
You're not a terribly fun drunk.
Crown abruptly stands up and swings her spear, launching a chair into the air.
Your Highness.
As the chair soars through the air, Crown swiftly pierces it with her spear.
Don't be upset. I'll calm Kilo down.
Kilo, does the spear I'm holding now look strong to you?
What? Oh, yes? Yes, it does.
And what if I do this?
Crown places the spear against the wall and steps
Does
back.
it seem strong now, bereft of its owner?
Yes, it does.
It shouldn't.
I guess it doesn't look as strong now.
Precisely. That's how it is.
I don't understand.
Oh. No matter how great the tool, it only becomes effective when wielded properly. Talos is only impressive because of your control over it. You're not just a spare part. You're crucial to what makes Talos remarkable.
You're the only one who can pilot Talos, isn't that right? You two are not separate entities. You are the same, linked as one. Kilo is
They make
Talos,
some good points
and
here.
Talos is Kilo. Much like how this spear and I are one.
But you're not holding the spear right now.
Must you insist on quibbling over every banal detail? The lady is trying to teach you something.
Kilo's head plops down on the table as she falls
I'll take
asleep.
her to her room.
If you would.
My head is killing me.
Are you awake?
Huh? What did I ever do to deserve this?
Kilo, do you need a place to be attached to?
What?
Do you feel like you're lacking a place where you belong?
Yes, I do feel that.
Do you sometimes struggle to find your place in the world?
Yes.
I do too. Hang in there.
Thank you.
A loud alarm bell rings throughout the castle.
What is that?
We have to move.
Oh no!
What's going on?
It's bad. Raptures are heading straight for us.
How many?
A lot, and it's not like before. This time it seems intentional. They are clearly coming here to attack.
We have to escape, Your Highness.
Chime, have you forgotten? We must defend this place.
But
Raise the signal.
Raise the signal? You mean you don't have a modern comm system?
No, we don't.
Right, because of the electronic jamming. But are you saying there are people out there who will come to our aid?
That's what we're hoping for. Everyone, prepare for battle. Activate the kingdom's defense system. We will also do our part to safeguard this place.
Roger.
Shit's going down!
but I'm not fit for...
You are nimble both in your move. I trust you'll grace us with both in the ensuing fight.
I understand.
Kilo, can you come with us? There's no need to be afraid. Just stick close to me. Well done, everyone.
A job well done indeed.
We all hung in there.
Perhaps the jamming power of the wall has weakened? This is the first time we've experienced such a large-scale Rapture offensive.
I don't think that's the issue. Something else must be at play here.
An elevated place far from the kingdom. Now we know who's orchestrating the attack. Indivilia and Chatterbox.
Things are starting to get interesting.
Agreed.
Indivilia and the fucking loudmouth asshole.
When I decided to follow that rapture formation, I hardly expected to encounter such a classic structure.
Classic. Shabby and dilapidated is more like it.
You ought to appreciate aesthetic beauty more. Especially since you yourself are a work of art.
Give me a break.
Haven't you noticed? After consuming that fire dragon, your beauty has ascended to new heights.
She's talking about when they ate Nihilister.
Your strength has increased exponentially, and your external features have also changed. I'm looking forward to seeing your metamorphosis as you consume more of your kin. I wonder, how much more striking will you become?
Must you insist on referring to it as consuming my kin?
Oh, pardon me. Perhaps you'd find consumption more preferable.
At any rate, it seems some human imposters have settled in that fortress.
Yes, although there are only a few of them, they seem quite organized. I couldn't confirm who they are due to the distance, but I'm guessing they are what the humans call pilgrims. It looks like I'll be able to quench my blade's thirst for blood soon enough. My wounds from our previous encounter with them have since mended entirely. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Are you planning on annihilating them all?
Of course.
Don't be a fool and use your head.
What?
They're residing in a run-down castle that in itself possesses no value. They fought tooth and nail to defend a worthless place that they should have ditched ages ago. Don't you realize what that means?
That there is something there?
Precisely. Something that they're willing to defend with their lives. I wonder what it could be. The anticipation is killing me.
We can interrogate them after capturing them. I know many persuasive methods.
You don't know the first thing about how these human imposters operate. You won't get anything out of them.
Chatterbox is supposed to be subservient to heretics. Based on what we saw with his interactions with Modernia while she was still a heretic. So why the fuck is he talking back? Why is he talking back? Well, we'll learn more about that by the end of this. I'll explain that.
They're probably deluding themselves into thinking they're serving a higher purpose. Torture will get you nowhere.
You seem to know an awful lot about Nikke's. Then again, I'm not surprised. Very well. We'll do it your way. I'm not sure what good an object so important to such unimportant creatures would do for us. But I'll go along with your wishes, since you will soon blossom into a creature of rapturous beauty.
As Indivilia extends her finger, the air around her
Optical
swirls.
camouflage.
You do know your stuff. Yes, it's a small rapture equipped with optical camouflage. We can't make anything bigger at the moment, but it's the most surefire method for recon work.
It's not completely transparent, so we shouldn't rely on it too much. The first order of business is to take control of those nearby raptures. Let them hit the castle once more, then exploit the ensuing chaos to slip a few of these through.
Now you're starting to think like a human. Now then, let's find out what exactly they're hiding in that castle.
Talos, check if the fortress's jamming signal has weakened.
The jamming signal in the fortress has not weakened.
Then how does that explain the Horde of Raptures? We've never encountered a situation like this before.
We've had the odd small-scale attack or two, but never anything of this magnitude.
The only explanation is that something has changed inside the kingdom.
Yes, that seems right. Hold on. That's me?
Yes. You're the main change that's occurred recently.
I'm not working for the Raptures?
I know that. So the question is, what could it be?
I'm trying to think, but I can't.
Jamming signals and rescue signals are still being sent out. Although the signal is being blocked by the castle walls, there is a chance that it can pass through and reach the outside.
What? Why have you left that on?
You did not issue a command to cease transmission. Should I cease transmission now?
Ugh, yes, you idiot. Turn it off now, quickly!
Roger. Stopping the generation of jamming signals and rescue signals.
Talos was sending out signals this entire time? So, was this my fault?
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Kilo, I think it would be best if you left the kingdom.
What? I know I made a mistake, but if you think about it, it wasn't me, but Talos. Isn't asking me to leave a bit extreme?
You're not used to combat. You should seek shelter in the Ark.
The Ark?
Your Highness, if she were to go to the Ark, the news of the kingdom could get out.
Are you going to tell?
I'll do no such thing. Fine. To be honest, I'm not sure.
Kilo, your life is at stake here. It's time to make a decision. Either stay here, or go back. You have to weigh your options and reach a decision. Decide whether you wish to carry your own weight in the kingdom and spend time with its subjects. Whether you can be a person of value here. Whether you can establish yourself here.
Do I have to decide now?
Yes. If you don't, this could end up being your final resting place.
Crown, tell me that I'm needed.
More importantly, do you need us? It's easy for me to answer your question. Yes, we need you. However, it's not the opinions of others that are important, but what you need for yourself. Think about it. And once you've thought it over carefully, you'll find that you've discovered something you want for yourself. When you do, tell me what it is, and I'll make it come true.
Just give me a bit more time, please.
Very well. Chime, I want you and Kilo to repair the castle walls.
Understood.
Can't clean my glasses, hold up. Okay, glass is cleaned.
Raptors incoming again.
Everyone, prepare to defend the castle.
Understood. I'll relay the message.
Chime quickly darts off.
Well done, everyone. However, we've incurred substantial damage to the castle wall.
Talos just showed me the intel he recorded. The Raptures are focusing their attacks on breaching the castle walls.
The castle walls.
Also, in comparing their movements this time around to previous confrontations, it appears as if they're following commands of some sort.
You are telling me there's someone commanding these raptures?
Most likely, yes.
How could a human being command raptures?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm merely saying that the Raptures are moving as if they are being instructed by a commanding authority.
So that's what you meant. I knew that.
No, you didn't.
If a Rapture horde of this size is following some sort of command structure, it could only be deferential to a Tyrant-class Rapture. Or a heretic. What should we do?
At this point, there isn't much we can do. All we can do is continue defending this place.
The latest attack nearly destroyed the Western Gate.
I want to point out that this is the drones that Indivilia sent out. This is them, their point of view.
5 onslaughts in 3 days. Something isn't right.
We're running out of supplies. The only way we can replenish them is by heading outside the kingdom. But the Raptures are outside waiting for us.
They've got us surrounded. Kilo, any update on the investigation you requested Talos to carry out?
Just a moment. Talos, what's the latest on the task I assigned to you?
I have confirmed that there is a heretic-level entity or higher who is issuing orders to the Raptures. The tactics which the Raptors have been employing are highly unusual, unprecedented, in fact.
Do you have any specific information pertaining to this heretic?
No, I cannot confirm anything about that.
That's the situation. What do you think we should do?
We need to formulate a strategy. Chime is the tactician. She should be able to come up with some...
Your Highness,
You already have a plan. That was fast. You never cease to...
our storage facility was hit by an explosive.
to surprise me.
The barricades caught fire. I did my best to put it out, but I haven't had time to check if the door is secure.
Let's go and check.
Crown and Chime run off.
What are they talking about?
Oh, shit. The group stands before a monolithic door. Crown approaches the door and stands there for a while.
Fortunately for us, the door seems largely intact.
Thank goodness.
Chime, you and Kilo reinforce the barricades in front of the door.
Roger. We'll make it stronger than ever.
What's an electronic door doing inside a castle?
Kilo, do you know why we are guarding this place?
I presume it has something to do with what's beyond this door. To be honest, I've been wondering why all of you are so insistent on defending this place. It would be far easier to simply abandon it once the raptures begin to attack in earnest. The castle is nothing but an obsolete tourist attraction. I figured there must be some reason for why you wish to defend it.
You were correct, and the answer lies beyond this door. Would you like to see it?
Your Highness, are you sure about this?
Seeing this will help Kilo make her decision. At the very least, it will give her more options. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I'll take a look.
Crown operates the control device for the door. The door slowly creaks open and white smoke pours out from the entrance.
Is that frost?
Go inside. I'm warning you though, it's quite chilly inside.
Is this a freezer? It's gigantic. What are all these boxes piled up here?
Crown reaches into an open box and pulls something out. It is approximately the size of a fist with a smooth
Is
surface.
this a ball? No, it's...
This is a seed.
a seed?
Yes,
What kind of seed?
Chime will explain the details.
It's a superfood,
Come again?
a type of sustenance that will save humanity.
Plot twist.
What are you talking about?
It's a type of grain that can be harvested merely 3 months after you plant it. It can be replanted in the same space multiple times without damaging the soil. It's virtually immune to pests and requires minimal water and sunlight to flourish. The effort required is minimal and the yield is extremely high. It also doesn't matter what kind of soil you use. It's food that will sustain the future generations of mankind.
Talos? Wake up!
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Tell me about the superfood.
Hopes were high that it would act as the ideal form of sustenance for future generations. It was expected to solve all food shortages and change the entire dietary culture of humanity itself. However, there were numerous protests from the agricultural workers. While there are records of its development being completed, there is no subsequent record of what occurred afterward.
And this is that superfood?
The appearance of the seed matches the visual records which remain on file.
Okay, stand by.
Roger, standing by.
We have to take this to the Ark at once. Everyone will be over the moon about this.
The Ark cannot be trusted. More specifically, the Ark already has Splendimen. They have no need for this. Not only that, but large tracts of land are required in order to cultivate this.
Then why are you guarding the... Wait, don't tell me.
That's right.
That's insane.
How so?
Look around you. There's no way it could work.
I believe it will.
You have no idea how long it could take.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. All the superfood in the storage container will be vital for humanity's survival when they inevitably reclaim the surface.
They've been defending this place for potentially 100 to 110 years in the hope that humanity will reclaim the
We
surface.
must therefore protect it no matter what.
Why couldn't we simply continue eating Splendimen?
That would work in the short term, but if you want to thrive up on the surface, you must eat something which originates from there, not an artificial product like Splendimen. That's what this place is for.
Huh. You really believe that? You think that humanity will reclaim the surface one day?
Hell, we've already reclaimed a portion of the surface already. We have. Us, the commander, already has. It's possible.
Of course.
I have never doubted it. That's why we must defend this place. That is why I have situated myself here. It's cold. Should we head out?
Your Highness, I'll go and monitor the movements of the Raptures.
Please do.
I will see if I can find the one in command.
Are you planning on breaching enemy lines?
That's right.
That's far too dangerous. You said it might be a heretic.
So what if it is? They're no match for me when it comes to physical and mental agility. Nothing will...
Nothing will go wrong, eh?
Your Highness, may I go?
Very well. Please be careful.
Naturally.
That's what they're here to protect. This just keeps getting better and better. And on top of that, the spunky one says she intends to infiltrate our lines.
Oh
The
no.
fun we're going to have. I never thought they'd deliver themselves to us on a silver platter. Chatterbox?
Oh no.
While it brings me joy to see you laugh so heartily, perhaps you could share the reason for your laughter.
It was here. It was here. Yes. There's no way the Ark won't come for her. Marion. No.
In awe, Chatterbox utters the other name. Modernia. Shocked into Villia, too.
What are you doing here?
I want to protect this place.
What do you mean?
This is in the past.
I was to protect this place, this land, this castle.
But why?
Because humanity's last hope for survival remains here.
Where is your commander? And the other squad members? Why are you here all alone?
They're all dead.
Why don't you go back then?
Because I have to protect this place.
This is no place for a Nikke to be alone. Let's go back. I'll take you.
No. I must protect this place. I can't leave.
You must be exhausted. You're actually sleeping for once.
Did I fall asleep?
Yes, and sound asleep at that. I didn't dare wake you.
Thank you. Has Chime returned yet?
No, not yet.
What about Kilo?
She's been repairing the castle walls and tending to the defense system. There doesn't seem to be any sign of an impending rapture attack. You should get some more sleep.
It's okay. I have to get up.
Crown,
Yes?
should I go? Should I go and wipe them all out? I can do that.
I won't order you to do anything. However, if that's what you wish to do, then I will assist you. But that's not what you want. I know you don't want to face the Raptures. I also know you're pushing yourself for us, so I can't demand anything from you.
So you knew?
Yes, I knew. Minding one's subjects is a key responsibility of any king.
I'll explain this in the end.
But if things continue like this...
Pound hurls her spear at the wall, which explodes on impact. As the smoke clears, the small rapture is revealed, having been run through by the spear.
This is...
Optical camouflage! This is bad. We've been compromised. Our intel has been leaked to the other side.
Time.
Oh no.
Oh, my head. Huh?
Chime assesses the situation, doing her best to ignore her pounding headache. Her body is bound by steel wires.
So, you're awake. There are a lot of things I want to ask you.
Huh?
That's to show you you're not dreaming. This is very real.
Oh, looks like the poor thing is frightened. Chatterbox, you should know violence is never the answer.
There's two of you? How?
That's not what I'd be worrying about right now, if I were you.
Didn't you just say violence wasn't the answer?
My apologies. I got carried away. I admire your gumption, but you're also reckless.
Oh, my nose
Even
itches
though
so
we
bad.
caught you before you infiltrated our ranks, you got far. I applaud you for that. The reason we took you alive is simple. We have some questions to ask. So, if you'd be so kind, could you please answer a few questions? I'd like to say that if you do that for me, that I'll spare your life. But I wouldn't be telling the truth, and I've never been a good liar.
The ultimate sacrifice. Oh.
Is there anyone else in the castle besides you?
Do you think I'll tell you?
Wish.
Huh?
Damn. Missed. I was hoping to lop your head off your shoulders. But apparently my aim isn't what it used to be. Oh well. You should be able to hear just fine with one ear, shouldn't you? I'll ask again. Is there anyone else in the castle besides you?
Ugh. Just get it over with and kill me. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Chatterbox. This isn't as much fun as I imagined it would be.
He did tell
You
her.
say that, but your face says otherwise. You don't even care what it has to say, do you? You just want to play with her.
Alright. Guilty as charged. That's right. I'm not really interested in what's inside that castle. Finding that out will be simple enough. All I have to do is go down there myself to find out. You want to know why I'm doing this to you? I want to see you break. To see you sell your friends down the river. Unfortunately, it seems you aren't going to be very cooperative in that regard.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Speak. What is inside that castle? What is inside the cold storage? What's so important that it's making you all dig your heels in and refuse to retreat?
Has anyone told you that your breath stinks? You can borrow one of my toothbrushes if you need to.
When did Marion join you?
What? How do you know that name?
Answer me.
This is getting tedious.
A long, sharp needle appears in Chatterbox's
Do
hand.
you know what this is? It's a device intended to induce corruption.
Huh?
One prick from this, and you'll answer to the raptures entirely. Would you like to know a secret? You probably thought that once corruption occurs, your mind would be destroyed. But that's not true. In reality, your consciousness remains intact. However, you have no control over what you say or do. It's like you're outside yourself looking in, unable to exert any influence over your own body.
We know this firsthand from the Old Tales event when Cinderella was corrupted, and we got a fresh perspective on it.
And in the end, you die by your comrades' hands. All throughout the entire process, you are painfully conscious of everything. Sounds like a miserable experience, does it not? Answer my question, and I won't subject you to such a torturous fate.
Your Highness!
Still mulling it over? Then I'll change the terms of the deal. If you answer, I'll spare your life. You can return to your friends and fight us once more, or run away.
You'll spare me?
Yes.
Don't lie to me.
You are no threat to us. That's why we can spare you. You'll be powerless to stop us anyway.
There could be dozens of you. And you still wouldn't pose the slightest threat. So out with it. You're out of options.
Just say the words, and you can live. I don't know what twisted sense of duty you've conjured up in your mind, but no mission is worth throwing your life away for.
My mission.
Such things are meaningless. No one will ever recognize you for your accomplishments, or even remember you. Just give up and abandon it.
Your Highness, my king, forgive me. I'm leaving.
What?
Don't play with me, you filthy bastards! I am a subject of the kingdom and the king's proud royal aid. My mission is to bring light and glory to the entire kingdom and to live for the king. I would never abandon my mission. Only filthy turncoats like you would even consider such a heinous act. I would never betray my king. I would never stoop so low as scum like you, who don't know the first thing about pride or nobility. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I have nothing to say to you. The only words I have for you are curses and insults. So go ahead and do your worst. Kill me. Corrupt me. If my king finds out something has happened to me, she'll chase you to the ends of the earth. She will have her revenge, and see to it that your corpses hang at the city gates for the next 100 years.
King? Did you say king?
That's right. My life's purpose is to serve and worship my king. She is far stronger and nobler than any of you could possibly imagine. So stand aside or prepare to be mowed down. For
Bold
my king
words.
will come here personally to take your heads as a trophy.
I don't think our interrogation is going as planned.
You are an obstinate fool who has been blinded by your mission. Despite that, I am envious of you.
I'll explain that comment afterwards, too.
What do you intend to do, Crown?
I'm going to save Chime. The other side knows that she snuck in. We have to save her.
You can't do it alone. These are heretics we're talking about. Even for you, that's...
I must protect my subjects, no matter what.
Let me go with you.
Very well. I'll go as well.
No, You two stay here and protect the kingdom. There could be another attack.
Save her and come right back. Avoid any unnecessary confrontations.
All right, I promise. Trom.
Trom, the mighty steed composed of steel, gallops towards Crown and stops in front of her.
What? Taba? It still exists?
All right, I'll be off.
Get down!
A steel box flies over the castle wall and lands in front of Crown. In a tumultuous swirl of dust, the steel box lands with a crash, bounces a few times, and eventually comes to a stop.
What is this thing?
A box?
Talos, can you scan this?
Affirmative. Scanning the contents and determining the risk factor.
Crown tentatively approaches the steel box.
Crown, step back. It's dangerous.
Scan completed.
What is it?
No dangerous materials present. However, I suggest not opening it.
Crown lifts the steel box. She then proceeds to slowly open the lid.
Chime.
It's Chime's head. Oh shit. Crown charges through the enemy lines. All raptors in her path are either sent flying, pierced by her spear, or trampled under Trom's hooves.
Onward, Trom. With greater haste.
Trom increases its speed. The raptors are completely unable to stop Crown. As Crown continues to charge forward, she eventually spots a hill. There, two figures stand atop
They've
the
chosen
hill.
a spot where they can easily be noticed. The question is, can that be ascribed to confidence or arrogance?
Individually and Chatterbox gaze upon the path Crown carves as she slices her way through the raptors in front of the castle. Given her current speed and direction, it's clear that whoever it is will reach them very
I
soon.
knew she would come.
Is that the king?
I believe so, but in name only. Such impulsiveness, rushing in as soon as we set out the bait.
Now, there are only 2 remaining in the castle. I'll go.
Very well. Come back once you've satiated your curiosity. As for me, I want to have some time to play with this so-called king. Our last plaything didn't satisfy me at all.
Fine. Do as you please.
Likewise.
Chatterbox takes off running, disappearing into the distance. Indivilia glares at Crown, who is rapidly closing the distance between them.
I'm looking forward to this. I wonder what your expression will be when you see what I've done, dear comrade. What will be the first words out of your mouth? What emotions will you reveal to me?
Crown continues her relentless charge. Once they're close enough to verify who the other is, Indivilia grins gleefully.
Hello there. I'm the one who took your friend's luck.
Charging forward at full speed, Crown slams her spear into Indivilia. Indivilia is thrown backwards and tumbles on the ground several times before finally coming to a stop. Crown frantically scans the area and finds Chime lying limply on the ground.
Who would do such a thing? What are we gonna do now? Chime is dead.
I'm going to face the enemy.
I'm going with you.
No, I'll go alone. It's faster that way.
Faster? What do you mean?
I will bring back Chime's body. Kilo. Kilo.
What? Yes?
You know as well as I that she's not dead yet.
Still, there's no repair center here. We don't have the proper equipment to help her.
It's not over yet. I'm trusting you to take good care of her.
The incision that separated her head from her body is very clean. It is surmisable that an ultrasonic blade of some type was used on her.
Why are you mentioning that now?
Because if proper sutures are given, she can potentially still be revived. So long as reconnecting the nerve sensors and power sources, she should be fine. And I can do it.
Talos.
My backpack can also act as a brain shelter. You can put Chime there. It is only meant for emergency use, however, so it can only provide storage for a limited time.
For how long?
In light of Chime's current condition, a maximum of 1 hour from now.
That's enough. I'll be right back.
Crown mounts Trom and sets off.
Crown is so calm. Meanwhile, I'm so flustered. Why can't I ever control my emotions? Damn it!
Calm? Is that what she looks like to you?
Oh, she's not. She's pissed.
That hurt. Such speed.
I thought you'd be better at dodging.
Oh, she talking shit.
Are you here for revenge? Sadly, you don't stand a chance.
I won't lose, because I won't fight.
Crown picks up Chime and places her atop Trom.
What do you hope to achieve by taking her back? The only good it'll do you is being able to hold a proper funeral.
It took 10 minutes to get here, and 5 minutes have passed since I arrived. Up to an hour. I still have time.
Huh?
Crown thrusts her spear into the fallen Indivilia. She didn't have to. She just wanted one more stab for good measure. She's pissed. It starts. Trom rears up on its hind legs and starts to trample on the collapsed Indivilia. Damn, and then she ran her over! This is a drive-by!
That should do the job. I feel much Time to go.
Mark my words. I will destroy everything you hold dear.
You can't take anything from me, for I have nothing.
Crown gallops off astride Trom. Oh, shit!
The Raptures are coming. It's up to us to stop them, Kilo. We can do it. Let's go. Together.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for the help.
So, the distress signal finally got seen, and Snow White, Scarlet, and Rapunzel showed up.
We saw your distress signal.
The situation appears most dire.
Where are Crown and Chime? Things really are bad.
Yes.
Who are these people?
That robot is talking.
Oh, I'm a Nikke, but I'm just inside the robot.
Oh. Could I commandeer it as well?
No.
Snow White's okay. Snow White is like double the size of what's her name? Snow White, because she's outfitted herself with rapture parts over the years, she's actually like 7.5 foot tall. She's gigantic. Small White, Snow White when she was younger, back in like the first invasion, was like not much taller than a kid. She's like maybe a preteen size. She's like what, 4 foot? 4 foot probably. Like 4.5 foot at most. And then now she's like 7 foot tall. She's changed a lot. Taking up a massive dust cloud, Crown comes rushing in atop Trom. After dismounting, she carefully placed the motionless Chime on the ground.
Came. Thank you.
Chime! Who did this? Can she be revived?
She still has a chance. Talos knows a way.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Talos?
We need one more person to help with the sutures.
Here, let me use the nanomachine spray.
This will greatly enhance the chances of her being revived successfully.
Thank goodness.
Let's hurry. What about the other parts?
It's in Talos's backpack.
Okay, let's get a move on.
Kilo and Rapunzel enter the castle with Chime.
Come too.
No. All we'll do is get in the way. We have to leave it in their hands.
Got it.
Give me a sit rep.
Art thou blind? The Raptures are targeting this place.
Is Chatterbox the only one leading them?
No. There is one more heretic.
Forsooth. This is indeed a most adverse tribulation.
What's the objective?
To prevent them from taking a single step in this kingdom, we must protect this place at all costs.
Last Kingdom to be continued. That is the, that is the end of Chapter 1. The event story. Now we have Chapter 2.
Phew.
Relax, Kilo.
Sorry, I'm just so nervous.
Don't worry. We've got Talos and Rapunzel on our side. Everything is going to work out.
Is everything going to be okay?
Of course.
Kilo averts the gaze from Marion's
Don't worry
trembling
about
lips.
Dawn. She wouldn't give this place the dignity of her death.
I know, but
Yeah, Crown's not wrong on that front. She's like, nah, you don't even get to have my, the fuck y'all. Chime's a spunky little bitch.
Verily, no auspicious tidings will come out of needless worry.
what can I do to get rid of this feeling?
Swallow it up.
Huh? Did someone say swallow? Do you guys have food?
I told you she loves food. She'll eat just about anything, bro.
In order to proclaim oneself as courageous, one's comportment must be so.
Are all of you pilgrims?
Indeed, it would seem that is our most common appellation.
Thank you for helping. I really thought it was the end.
No need to thank us. We are merely doing our part, assisting our fellow comrades in arms up on the surface.
How long has it been since the treatment started?
About an hour.
I see. Do not fret. It takes more than decapitation to take down a Nikke.
At least not straight away.
Are you two attempting to cheer us up?
That's right.
I have felt a most peculiar discomfort for a while now. You have become quite mature, Marion. I was aware of your accelerated development, but thou have come so far in so little time.
She's mature, because, okay, backstory on Marion here, because it's probably been a while, and you may have not seen my other videos. So, Marion is who we met in the first story chapter of the campaign. The prologue. She got corrupted. Turned into... We thought we killed her. She turned into a heretic. We brought her back. But then the Ark kept trying to take her from us, so we left her with the Pilgrims. We left her with Pioneer. Pioneer took her to the Kingdom. They're safeguarding her. But when we brought her back, she was corrupted again, but she had no more nanomachines in her brain. So the corruption was applied directly. And we had to give her a total brain wipe. She was basically reduced to an infant. It's like she was a newborn baby. But she developed rather quickly. Way too quickly, actually. Like a month is all it took her to get back to, like, preteen status. And now Scarlett's bringing it up again.
She's still in her adolescence.
Nay, 'tis still too fast.
Regardless, she's a growing girl and needs her sustenance. Here, Take these rice cake balls.
Thank you so much. I know how much you love these.
I feel like this conversation has taken a strange left turn.
Crown,
Yes?
what's your next move?
Protect this place.
We can hold them off, but that's not the main issue. The problem is that our forces are limited, and theirs are infinite. At some point, we'll reach our limit.
We must do something to get them all in one fell swoop. Even with our acumen, a war of attrition will only signal our doom.
Our best bet is to strike out at the leader.
Dost thou propose that we go outside the safety of the castle walls and leave the kingdom behind undefended? I must admit, I have an affinity for such skirmishes. 'Tis most thrilling to find oneself as the underdog in a firefight. If this place were a deserted wasteland, perhaps I would have proceeded with such a stratagem.
The survival of the seed is paramount. We cannot abandon this place. Is it ready?
No, we need to collect for another year.
Then using it would seem out of the question.
I will bring... That will be explained in a little
What
bit.
are our options?
We wait for Chime. Chime is the brains behind the operation. She's sure to have a plan that will turn the situation around.
Very well. I will stand guard. If you could prepare my meals separately, it would be appreciated.
Don't worry, we'll make it so.
Snow White marches
I
off
shall
quickly.
go outside for some fresh air. Perhaps I shall find some errant targets to slash. As for you, citizens of the kingdom, take this time to recuperate.
Scarlet hurries off.
Yes?
They were able to come inside the castle by using a secret passage. It should be just wide enough for Talos to squeeze through. Just saying.
That path, is it always open?
Yes, it is.
I can't get Chime's image out of my mind. Of what happened to her.
Well, yeah, you just saw your friend's decapitated head. I'm pretty sure that would stick with anybody.
To be honest, I'm terrified. And yet, I couldn't possibly leave all of you behind.
Hilo.
I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'll do all that I possibly can.
Excellent. That's the answer I wanted to hear.
It's all done.
How did it go?
We successfully sutured her neural sensor and power source. There should not be any remaining trauma, and her functions are all operating normally.
She has not woken up yet, and it seems that it will take some time until the nymph takes over. But she should wake up soon.
NIMP stands for Neurally Implanted Machine for Protection of Humans. It's a nanomachine in the brain.
You say that, but it seems to be taking longer than it should.
She can't give us an exact number. She's just saying that it's likely to happen sooner rather than later.
I realize that, but it still seems so far away. I want it to happen right now.
I know. Me too.
Where did the others go?
They went to stand guard.
I figured as much. Neither of them have any intention of resting.
Yeah, Snow White's a workaholic.
That's what makes them so remarkable.
Marion, was it?
Yes.
My goodness! When did you grow up so fast?
Just happened, I guess.
Rapunzel quietly approaches Marion. Surreptitiously, without anyone noticing, she slips something into Marion's
What
hands.
is this?
Something I wanted to show you when you were old enough.
God damn it! Quit corrupting her, Rapunzel!
It may come as a shock to you, so brace yourself before watching it.
Rapunzel, you sussy bastard!
Okay. Talos, can you scan what that is?
I cannot provide an answer, as I prefer to respect the privacy of others.
What could it be?
Everyone, take a rest for a moment. I will stand guard as well.
Rapunzel, you horny fuck, how dare you corrupt my Marion?
This reminds me of a magazine I once read where someone was standing guard. And then another person came at full attention. How glorious!
Damn it, Rapunzel!
Are any of these pilgrims normal?
The answer is no. Not usually. They're usually all bonkers. To be fair, though, they've all been alive for like over 80 years, so yeah, they're almost all of them are a little fucking crazy. They have some quirks. Near the kingdom's castle wall.
This upcoming skirmish seems to be most onerous.
The odds certainly aren't in our favor.
How about slicing a path through them and taking out the heretic in one go?
Tis a feasible course of action, but the problem lies within what occurs after. Our foe will utilize the swarm of raptures in the vicinity to revive itself.
Not only that, but we gave what little Vaphaus we had left to the commander. We have no way of annihilating the heretic entirely.
How about notifying him?
He has his hands full with the Ark. Things are not going well over there.
So this is what I think it is. This is near chapter 27. After Nihilister has invaded the Ark. After the explosion in the Dome of Eternity. Things are pretty fucking crazy over there right now. During this event.
I tried contacting him a couple times, but was unable to reach him. Perhaps due to the bad connection. How about Eden?
Hard to say. I am unsure whether Snow White would acquiesce to such a plan.
Yeah, because it involves Dorothy, and Snow White is not on best terms with Dorothy right now.
I wouldn't.
You see?
First off, let's get this place secure and assess the situation.
Very well.
It would be nice if the other side didn't take the initiative.
You know what happens when you say shit like that, Rapunzel? They immediately take the initiative. You know what that's called? Jinxing it.
Let's go.
Are we to attack the High Castle?
Yes.
I thought you wanted to play a little longer.
I did. Until I got trampled by that one meat sack.
It must have made quite the impression on you.
You want to know something? I've never truly felt like wanting to kill someone. Until now.
Until now, she's just enjoyed it. She hasn't really wanted to kill someone purely for the sake of killing them. She hates Crown right now.
From here on out, I'm going to be fully true to my instincts.
It's hard to find someone as true to their instincts as you.
So then, are you coming with me or not?
Is there a reason why you want to go together?
I want to ensure that we thoroughly grind them into dust. I want to show them exactly how helpless they are, and watch them tremble with fear as they die.
It won't be easy. The 3 pilgrims that just joined them will make formidable adversaries.
Be that as it may, they're still more human than anything else.
Very well. I will go with you. However, keep your hands off Marion.
Are you trying to give me orders?
No. Merely a suggestion.
Fine. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Was in order. He just
Let's
played it off. Finite and infinite.
Scarlet, Rapunzel,
Are they coming?
I'll go get ready.
I feel something vibrating. Is someone's stomach growling?
The raptures are coming. Already?
Talos?
Is Chime safe?
Yes, she is currently recovering in a place which has been designated the safest in the kingdom. However, should the kingdom be overrun, no place within it will be safe.
You didn't have to say that.
Let's go and intercept them.
All right.
Oh boy. It's getting good. Indivilia's body twists grotesquely as it begins to expand.
This wall has stood in my way long enough. Time for it to fall.
A black light bursts forth. At the same time, a giant mechanical pincer bursts out, hurling forth its colossal weight to blast a gaping hole in the wall. When she transforms, she takes the form of a scorpion.
She used the shockwave produced from her own transformation to blast a hole through the wall. How remarkable.
Indivilia returns to her original form.
Chatterbox, get up. We've breached the walls.
Very good.
No. They've entered the kingdom.
Didn't I tell you? I can come in whenever I want to.
Raptures are pouring in through the opening in the wall.
Snow White, Rapunzel, head over there and hold them off. Fix the wall while you're at it. I'll take on that heretic.
Can you handle it alone?
As long as I can make it a one-on-one fight, I'll be fine.
Scarlet's a
I have never
badass.
suffered defeat in a one-on-one duel. Wait, I remember thee.
You wish to face me alone? You overestimate yourself.
I remember you. That means Scarlet has gone up against Indivilia before. And she's still alive. Scarlet's badass.
No more than thou overestimated thyself by entering this kingdom alone.
I have confidence in my abilities.
As do I.
I'll make quick work of you. I have unfinished business with the king of this pathetic kingdom.
Marion, Kilo, we'll take this side.
Roger.
Do you need the success rate?
No. If the success rate was high, you would have already told me.
That is correct. The probability is decidedly low.
Marion. Shall we talk?
How did you know my name?
Enough. Don't poison her mind with your venomous words. Leave this place at once.
You must be the king.
That's right. I am Crown, the ruler of this kingdom.
So, if you fall, so does the entire kingdom.
No, another king will succeed me.
You're really into this whole kingdom fantasy, aren't you? Fine. Perhaps we should continue this conversation somewhere more private. Somewhere where we won't be distracted by outside forces.
Let's. That way, you won't disturb my kingdom any longer with your endless prattling.
He talks too much. He does. He really does. I agree with her there. You prattles on and you waffles just a little too much.
No one speaks to me that way.
Chatterbox leaps forward with astonishing speed, tackling Marion and pinning her against the wall.
Marion.
Don't call me that! I don't want my name passing through your lips!
You can't be here with them. Remember who you are. What you're supposed to be. Where you came from. And what you live for.
This implies Chatterbox knows a lot more than anyone else. And I'll get into that.
Get away from
We are in the middle of an important conversation.
Chatterbox nonchalantly flails one of its arms around and parries
Damage
Talos.
sustained to left side.
With just one strike?
My power levels are insufficient, therefore the nano coating has not been activated. As a result, I am susceptible to attacks from this individual, so please exercise caution.
What happens if it hits the cockpit?
I will shut down, and you will die.
Don't tell me you're out for the count. One hit and you're throwing in the towel. What a coward you are. Your own body is made of steel, yet you hide inside another body of steel.
You son of a...
What? Do you disapprove of me speaking the truth?
Don't you speak to her that way!
Damn! Marion pulls Chatterbox's hand away and extracts herself from his grip.
Such power. Yes, it has begun.
You talk too much.
I agree. Chatterbox's blocks the spear hurled by
Very
Crown.
well. These things take time. No need to hurry. Tell me, do you know what Marion is?
I certainly do.
Then why do you keep her around you?
Because she is one of us. She is a subject of this kingdom. And a king never discriminates against their own people.
How admirable.
Thank you.
Chatterbox leaps up to the wall. Okay. May have not picked up on this on the first time. That statement implies that not only does Crown know she's a heretic, or used to be a heretic, she knows what I'm about to explain later once we finish this.
Our business here is done. All that is left to do is wait.
Chatterbox disappears.
Huh? Marion.
My head... it hurts. Talos, check on Marion.
Unable to scan. Cause unknown.
Oh, for crying out loud, is there anything you can do?
I specialize in providing combat and survival-based support.
That was a rhetorical question.
Kilo, take Marion to a safe place.
Where is that?
Just do whatever you can to protect her. Then she'll be safe.
But you saw. I can't do anything.
I believe in you.
Crown runs off.
Command her. What am I supposed to do? I'm useless.
Holding hands can help soothe and stabilize the mind.
Talos' cockpit opens and Kilo crawls out, descending to hold Marion's hand.
Hang in there, Marion. You told me that I have to hang in there, so I'm going to do my best. And so will you.
The sound of clashing steel echoes through the air. Scarlet and Indivilia trade rapid
My
blows.
weapon is akin to a whip rather than a sword. Attaching blades to one's tail? 'Tis a perversion, if nothing else.
And what of you? Swinging a sword around like a primitive ape.
If it is as primitive as you say, then pray tell, why art thou unable to so much as scratch me?
Shall I kick it up a notch? Once I get into the swing of things, I can surpass the speed of sound.
She's not lying either. Her blade, her sword, her tail can whip the blade at the speed of, past the speed of sound, in supersonic speed. Indivilia's tail disappears in a blur, the swinging of her whip-like tail too fast to be seen by the naked eye. Despite the blinding speed, however, Scarlet continues to parry each and every strike.
Is that all you have? I grow weary of this.
What did you say?
Thou relies solely on brute strength, with no consideration given to tactics, analysis, or thought. To call such a thing swordsmanship would be a dishonor to true wielders of the sword.
Scarlet's sword slices through Indivilia's tail. The blade at the end of Indivilia's tail drops lifelessly to the ground.
You can wield your blade with all the speed in the universe, but if it is wielded without intelligence, it is all for naught.
Indivilia's tail regenerates.
No matter. I can make another one.
Tell me, where is the joy in living this way? Carrying the burden of immortality, satisfied with the power you possess and wielding it indiscriminately without any forethought. Where is the enjoyment to be found in that?
I derive plenty of joy in slicing the throats of people like you, who do nothing but preach.
Is that all there is? Are there no more sides to you than this?
This is it. And you're finished.
Crown Spear soars towards Indivilia, who manages to knock it out of the air.
It would seem all you excel at is attacking your enemy behind their back.
Crown picks up the spear from the ground.
You also talk too much.
Oh, how I've been longing to run into you again. I've never encountered such a worthy foe. Fine. Enough talk. Shall I bring this little game to a close?
Are you thinking of transforming again?
Oh no. I find little joy in transforming. Personally, I think it makes me unbecoming.
What are you vomiting up?
Huh?
Crown staggers
I
backwards.
can emit high concentrations of alva particles. Do you know what effects these particles have? They disrupt communication. Usually, this is restricted to cutting off electrical signals, but in high enough concentrations, they can cause the human imposters to go haywire.
Nice try. Doth thou truly believe we'll fall for that trick?
You say that, but your face tells me you're terrified. Hmm? Wait. Don't tell me. Are alva particles poisonous to you? I see human imposters come in many different forms. I wonder what you gave up in exchange for alva particles having a malevolent effect on you.
Perfection is boring, especially for a king.
Quite right. All right. Now things are getting interesting.
Scarlet charges forward and swings her sword. With startling rapidity, Indivilia pulls back and moves it up the top of the castle wall.
I just thought of a good idea. So let's call it a day.
She then leaps behind the wall.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Can you help Snow White and Rapunzel?
Okay, you stay here.
You stay here. A moment
We've
later.
taken some materials from other parts to patch up the hole in the castle wall. But it won't last long.
Well done.
But what about the other sides? They really can come in whenever they want to.
To put it frankly, this place is little more than an old dilapidated building. These walls may be thick and act as a decent preliminary defense, but when it comes down to it, they don't stand a chance against a rapture horde.
What if this many attack the next time?
We might be in for a hard time.
We will do as we've done before and stand our ground.
Very well. I believe you will.
Oh.
How's Marion?
She is feeling a bit better and sleeping. Rapunzel is with her. She, understandably, is feeling quite stressed and fatigued.
We have to prepare for the next attack. Check the castle walls and the weapons. The next wave is more likely to come sooner rather than late.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
The Alva particles are being emitted from outside the castle walls. Perchance she intends to poison you slowly. It is as I thought. She has a mind most perverse.
Everyone! Chime is awake!
Ooh, she's back! Let's go, she's back. Hmm.
We managed to suture the wound, but we weren't quite able to repair her ears. We replicated them as closely as we could.
It's okay. Thank you. And you, Talos.
You're welcome.
Chime! I'm so relieved that you're alive.
I heard you and Talos went through hell for me. Thank you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be alive. I knew bringing you into the fold would be a good decision.
Huh? Chime.
Your Highness.
I'm sorry, everyone. But could you excuse us?
Of course.
Everyone leaves to give Crown and Chime a moment to themselves.
Tell me what you wanted to tell me.
Your Highness, those bastards. They said that if I divulged information about the kingdom to them, they'd let me live. They treated me like I was nothing. They said leaving me alive wouldn't pose any threat to them, that not even 20 of me could put a dent in them. I've never felt such hatred for someone. I was so angry I could have torn them apart. I wanted to give them a piece of my mind, but the worst part is I couldn't do that. Damn it!
Chime, show them. Show them that they're wrong about you, and make them regret sparing you. Show them just how fearsome this kingdom's royal aid can be. Make them realize how foolish they were to have granted you mercy.
Yes, I will. I will have my revenge. I'll make them rue the day they look down on me.
I know you will.
Then again, everyone looks down on you because they have to look down to see you.
And at the
Sorry,
moment
I had
of your
to.
vengeance, I will be there beside you. No one insults our kingdom and gets away with it.
You're amazing, Talos. I can't believe you were able to reattach a severed head. Is there anything you can't do? And then, you have me. I folded almost immediately.
You're the one who designed me. It's thanks to you that I possess these capabilities.
But you were the one who actually accomplished the feat, not me. Talos, do you want to stay here? Chime can pilot you. I think that might be better. If you stay with me, you won't be able to reach your full potential. With me, you'll be doomed to an undistinguished life of drudgery before inevitably being sent to the scrap heap.
Damn, it's getting sad again.
Staying here might be in your best interest.
You are my only pilot.
It's possible.
It is possible, but I do not wish to do it.
It's possible to change that. It might be somewhat complicated, but far from impossible.
Why not?
Because I do not wish for it.
And if I order you to?
Processing.
Hey!
Processing.
I doubt I need to point this out, but we'll never win this fight through attrition. We need a way to defeat the enemy commander or wipe out the Raptures en masse. However, with our current forces, that might pose a challenge. Therefore, we will remain in this location.
We will?
Yes. As some of you may know, this place used to be a tourist attraction in the past. It was constructed on an artificial island. Over the past 100 years, however, all the detritus has piled up and formed a sort of ersatz landmass. This newly formed ground which connects us to the mainland is, however, quite unstable. When I infiltrated the enemy ranks to observe their movements, I could feel it. The ground sunk beneath my feet and had a lot of give to it. If that many raptures were to congregate in one space, the ground would be unable to sustain their weight. So our plan is as follows. We will cause all the ground in front of the walls to collapse, save for that directly in front of the main gate. This way, the only pathway inside the kingdom will be through the main gate, allowing us to concentrate all our efforts on one singular location. We will then face the enemy head-on.
You mean we're going to engage with those things directly?
That's right.
But they have airborne units, and not to mention how the heretic and the special individual can leap over walls entirely. Even if we do reduce the entrance to just the main gate, our defenses are hardly airtight.
They underestimate us. At the moment, their main desire is to toy with us. If we bring the fight to them and take them head-on, they'll be forced to take us seriously. Their overwhelming desire would then be to crush us, to obliterate us for not playing our part as the weakling.
She's a fucking genius.
All right. Any questions?
What if we can't withstand a direct confrontation?
That's not possible. We will never lose.
Of course.
'Tis but a foregone conclusion.
In fact, the situation is rather in our favor.
Kilo,
Yes?
you and Talos work together to produce some explosives. We'll be installing them along the entire run of the castle wall, so we'll need quite a few.
Understood.
I'll provide the gunpowder. There's still plenty left.
Okay, thank you. Let's move quickly. We don't have much time. Your Highness isn't feeling well, and I'm also worried about Marion.
Okay. Before we spring into action, could I talk to Crown for a moment?
Have you made up your mind?
Crown, I'm sorry, but I'm going back.
Is that so? I understand. The secret passage is still safe. You can leave through there.
You aren't asking why?
If I did ask, would you tell me?
In the end, what you need is Talos's abilities, not mine. I'll leave Talos behind. Chime and I are similarly built, so she should be able to commandeer Talos.
That will make her quite happy.
I know looking after someone as useless as me must not have been easy, but I tried my best, you know? I really did. It just didn't work out. You're all such nice people, too, which made it so much harder. I was nothing but a burden, and yet you all still did everything you could to care for me. I don't think I can endure it. I want to contribute. I want to be able to help.
You already were, Kilo.
That's not true. You can't say that's true. Not without Talos. I'm no help to anyone. No one could ever possibly need me. There's no place for me in this world.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Huh?
Of course there is.
What?
There is someone who needs you. There is a place which needs you.
Where? Who?
Talos should know. Put your hand on Talos's chest and ask.
Huh?
I'll give you some privacy.
After struggling to get up while coughing, Crown staggers out of the room.
Why does she want me to ask Talos? I don't understand.
Kilo places one of her hands on Talos' chest while it is charging. The smooth surface of the metal can be felt underneath her fingertips.
Talos, Crown mentioned that there's a place where I belong. Do you know anything about this?
Processing.
I knew it. There's no way such a thing exists. What was I expecting? I'm such a fool.
Kilo carefully looks at Talos' chest. And then at the arms. And then the waist. And then the legs.
Is this
Finally, she ends up gazing at Talos' head.
Talos?
Yes?
Why? Why is it that there isn't a single scratch near the cockpit? Your entire body is riddled with gashes, save for that area. Why?
Processing. It is because I must protect Kilo.
Why? Ah, I see. If the pilot were to perish, you would be unable to perform certain advanced functions.
Processing. It is because Kilo created me.
What?
You gave me my name. I am a TAVH operator-assisted AI system, yet you bestowed me with a name. When you did that, I was able to define myself. Since that day, I have prioritized Kilo's safety above all else. I established a procedure to protect you no matter what.
Just because I gave you a name?
In naming me, you gave me life. That is why I protect you.
But all I did was give you a name.
No, that is not all. I remember everything. You were proud of me. Whenever I performed better than what was expected of me, you shed tears of joy and shared the news with everyone you knew. I still remember your smile when you told me what challenge was up next. It is my greatest pride and joy.
But I've always felt so inferior compared to you.
That is my fault. I failed to meet your expectations, and that created stress, which led to self-doubt. And for that, I apologize. If my performance had been adequate, you would have continued to be proud of me. I will continue to research and develop further, so that you can be proud of me once again.
I don't understand. Why do you care so much what I think about you? I'm nothing compared to you.
You are the only pilot for me, Kilo. You take pride in my accomplishments. You are my processing reason for living.
Huh?
I will not give up on myself. For your sake. So please, don't give up on yourself. For my sake, if you don't give up on me,
So good.
I'll do the same for you. In doing that, we can become stronger.
Talos, I'm so sorry for all the harsh words I've ever said to you. For treating you so badly. I'm sorry for everything, if I'm being honest. I was full of hubris. I wanted us to accomplish things so that I could brag about them to other people, but it didn't go as I thought. You are superior, and I'm severely lacking in comparison. I felt like I was holding you back, and jealousy began to fester within me. That's why I've behaved the way I have. I'm sorry.
I understand, Kilo. Going forward, my suggestion is that we help each other become stronger.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what we'll do.
All right then. It's a promise.
Thank you, Talos.
Thank you, Kilo.
Kilo and Talos shake hands while looking at each other.
See it now. It's been here all along. A place just for me.
A place and a person I need. And need me in return. A place that's all my own.
Good. Kilo, Talos, and Chime are manufacturing explosives.
Crown and Marion could be better. Your Highness's cough is persisting, and Marion is running a high fever.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Rapunzel is taking care of them, so let's just wait. In times like this, we just need to do our part.
The reason Crown isn't doing well is because of the Alva particles, right? They're practically poisoning her.
Yes. That heretic scum intends to use the particles to slowly poison your Highness. I scarcely imagined such savagery was possible.
It may not amount to much, but Talos has a function to eradicate Alva particles. Should I try activating it?
Preparing for activation.
No, it's okay. She will get better with time.
I do not understand.
So long as they continue to emit Alva particles, she will never get better.
Just trust me on this.
Hmm?
Leaving that aside, I heard that you decided to stay.
Ah, yes. Thanks to Talos, I was able to make up my mind. We both need each other.
We certainly do.
Glad to see you worked it out. Happy to have you both on board.
We're glad to be here.
Truly.
I was wondering something, though. How did you and Crown come to know each other?
You're curious about how we first met?
Yes, I'm very curious about the circumstances.
What are you doing here?
I'm guarding this place.
Guarding what?
This place. This land. This castle.
This is superfood. It actually exists.
Yes.
Actually, this I remember that.
For how long?
I don't remember.
I'll stand guard, so go rest for a bit.
Can I trust you?
Call me Chime.
I'm Crown.
You can become a king.
What is a king?
Someone who leads the way and guides her people, yet sees eye to eye with them and lives to fulfill their wishes.
Do you think I can do that?
I know you can. I will serve you until my last breath, my king.
I will accept this duty you have bestowed upon me with pride. I will become your king.
This is why Crown likes Chime so much, because Chime gave Crown more of a reason for living than just her duty.
Aren't you going to tell me?
No, I won't tell you.
What?
That story is to be kept between me and your highness.
Very well. I understand.
What I can tell you is that, because of me, your highness is fettered by her sense of duty, bound and unable to take a single step forward. While she lives to grant other people's wishes, she grants herself none. She is slowly becoming hollow inside.
Then you can be the one to help her fulfill her own wish.
You are quite the flatterer. Yes.
I have something to give to Chime.
Oh? What is it?
Talos hands Chime a small dagger.
Is this a dagger? No, wait. This blade.
Yes. It's the blade that was attached to the tail of the heretic. After Scarlet severed it, I picked it up and restored it. If you supply power to it, it will generate a great shockwave.
I appreciate the gift, but what is the purpose behind giving me this?
For self-defense. Keep in mind that it can only be used once, after which it will cease to function.
Since you can't fire a gun, you could use it when your opponent lets their guard down.
All right. I'll accept it for now. However, as long as your highness is around, I won't have to use this.
Hopefully, you'll never have to.
Starting to get good.
How are you feeling?
I can't wait to explain the plot twist and the holy fuck fest of shit that got revealed at the end of this.
Much better, thank you.
You still have a fever. Until we find out what's causing it, it is best that you rest.
What do you think the cause is?
I don't know.
I heard that after speaking to Chatterbox, your condition got worse. What did you talk about?
He told me that I shouldn't be here, and bade me to remember where I came from. Something along those lines.
Marion?
Wait, just a moment.
Are you okay?
Marion, put down the gun.
Don't come any closer. I don't want to do this, but I have to kill all of you.
Has she been corrupted?
No, I don't think that's it.
Marion, stop.
Stay there, please. I beg you.
Crown approaches Marion.
Don't come near.
I know how confusing it must be. Whether you're a Rapture or a Nikke.
Yes.
It's time for you to choose for yourself what you are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My head suddenly...
It's all right. I understand. You were a heretic once.
What? You knew?
Yes, I knew.
Chatterbox.
Spewing nonsense as always, most likely in the hopes of coercing Marion to return.
If that's all they were after, I'd be relieved. The real problem would be if they know a way to change her back to the way she was before. Then we'd be in real trouble.
Did you two cover anything else during your conversation?
No, nothing else.
Then we're fine.
Do I know this? Chatterbox?
Yes. You two were once on the same side in the past. You were both my enemy.
I see.
You gave me a real thrashing.
What?
But I got a few good punches in as well.
No, she didn't. She got her ass beat, bro.
I'm sorry.
She got her ass beat to a pulp.
No need to be sorry. It was a good brawl.
That's not exactly true. I would proclaim it to be a bit one-sided, perhaps.
No. It was a close fight the entire way through.
If that's what you have to tell yourself, I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Why am I on the same side as Chatterbox?
I don't know.
Why don't I remember anything about the past?
I don't know.
What was my purpose?
I don't know.
If thou knowest so little, perhaps it would be best to still thy lips entirely.
Do you want to go and ask?
If I said no, I would be lying.
As always, the choice is yours, Marion.
What?
The decision as to what you do next rests entirely with you. This kingdom is not a prison. If you want to leave, you are free to go anytime. Even if you wish to defect to the Raptures, that is your right.
That would be a rather vexing possibility.
I would not joke about such matters, Crown.
No matter where you are or who you become, you will forever remain a citizen of this kingdom. And so, I will protect you. I hope you remember that.
Okay. Thank you.
I think that was a turning point.
I have many unanswered questions, but I will not leave this place. You are all far too precious to me.
Good. That's reason enough for now.
Is the kingdom still in danger?
No, it's not. Because we're all here. Me, Chime, Kilo, Talos, and the Pilgrims. Can you possibly envision us ever losing?
No, I can't. But I still want to help.
No. Things are not so dire in the kingdom that we would force 6 subjects to take up arms. Rest assured, things might get a bit noisy, but soon, all will be quiet. Let's go, everyone.
Everyone leaves the room.
Commander,
Are you okay?
You did not cough once in there. Were you holding it in?
I must keep up appearances.
It will end soon. Hang in there just a little longer.
Of course.
One way or another, this next battle shall be the last. Let us start preparing.
All right, let's begin.
Declaration of war. Let's go. Shit's starting to get real.
The explosive installation is complete.
Finally moving into the final
We
bits.
can detonate anytime.
Talos, do you happen to have a sound magnification function?
Processing. If you mean a loudspeaker function, then yes.
Wait, really?
You added the function some time ago, as you thought there could be a time where you would have to give out an evacuation order.
I see.
Very good. Everyone get ready then. Until now, we have been on the defensive. This time, we'll provoke them to attack us.
That's a declaration of war.
That's right. We can handle it, for we are strong.
That's right. Let everyone know far and wide.
Talos, prepare the loudspeaker.
Yes. Preparing.
Talos reaches out towards
You
Crown.
can speak through my palm.
We're waiting for you. Come and get it.
Woohoo!
There's a massive explosion under the castle walls, followed by a deafening roar and ground-shaking tremors.
Detonation successful.
None of the ground exists, except for that directly outside the main gate. Barring airborne units, there is only one entry route possible for the enemy.
The Rapture forces are starting to move.
They're marching straight towards the front, just as we expected.
How predictable they are.
That means they're still underestimating us.
Phew.
Are you ready?
Of course. Let's go, Talos.
Let's go.
Just hang in there a little longer, Your Highness. If everything goes according to plan, this will all be over soon.
I have faith in all of us, Chime. Everyone move to your positions. It's time to make our last stand.
Let's go. Shit is really starting to go down. It's starting to go down, and it is getting serious. They are ready to kick some Rapture ass.
Entering the castle gate.
Who does he think he is? He's acting like he has free run of the place.
Come again?
I am attempting to use the joke function you installed, as I felt it might help with socializing.
Now is not the time for jokes. It's coming right for us.
We've got this.
Time to finish this.
Hang on just a little while longer, Crown.
I can hang on a lot longer than that.
Don't overexert yourself, Crown.
I'm here with you.
Chime, you can't even fight.
But I'll help.
Marion.
It's okay. Really, let me help.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Marion starts decimating the horde of raptors pouring through.
I'm sorry.
There is meaning to that. There is meaning to that, and I will explain that at the end. And it will really start to make more sense after the final cutscene. Trust me. So we're almost done here. Holy shit, it's getting... Chatterbox makes a landing within the castle's gates, amidst the huge vibration and the rising dust.
So, you've decided to make a last stand. Fine. I'll play with you.
Talos, are you ready?
Preparations are complete.
Time to put an end to your pesky meddling pilgrims.
Yes, this is where it ends. Today we will capture you here and find out everything.
Big talk for a puny bucket of bones. I'm not what I was before. Now, dealing with the likes of you will be easy.
In your dreams. What did you do to Marion?
Oh, nothing. I simply made her more aware.
Aware? Did thou try and convince her it was her destiny to become a rapture? I did not realize such a thing existed.
You all have very simple minds.
Then illuminate us.
Sure, I'll tell you. I'll whisper it in your ears after your heads have been severed.
There's actually much more to it than that, if I'm right. If my hypothesis on that is right, there's much, much more to Marion.
We can just reattach them. And although I'm capable of withstanding numerous attacks, I'm not sure my ears could handle your poison.
Okay. That's a shame.
Your patterning isn't typical for a regular rapture. It's closer to a heretic.
That's right. You're quite perceptive. I told you, I'll be able to make quick work out of you.
And counter.
I never did like you.
Don't worry, the feeling was mutual, bitch.
No!
Considering how much you run your mouth, you didn't amount to much.
That's the whole thing. It never stops running its mouth.
Hence codename Chatterbox.
It appears that I've reached some kind of wall. I suppose I'm left with no choice. A joint attack it is.
Chatterbox turns towards the castle gate but freezes halfway. Its gaze is fixated on Marion, who is fighting off the rapture hordes.
Marion, this can't be. The imprinting should have already made its mark. Why is she still siding with these human imposters? You demons! What have you done to Marion?
We wanted to ask you the same thing.
This cannot happen. Fate cannot be defied so flagrantly. Why is Marion fighting on your side and not ours?
I don't know.
Because Marion likes us, and we like her. Do you really think a few whispered sentences will be enough to make Marion return? Who do you think you are?
You stole from me again. How much more? How much more will you take from me? My mission, my pride, Was that not enough? Now, you're coming after my dreams!
I'll explain that.
What are you babbling about?
Chatterbox's output is rapidly increasing. An unknown substance is being activated. Analyzing aforementioned substance.
Unforgivable! Unforgivable!
Substance confirmed to be nanomachines. Activation initiated. Undergoing transformation.
Chatterbox's body begins to twist and contort grotesquely. The shape of both its arms change, sprouting out dragon heads on each.
Nihilister?
You human imposters! I will annihilate each and every one of you!
Get out of the way.
A searing wall of flame rushes towards the group.
Kilo.
Talos! What happened?
Run.
Huh?
Keel looks at the status panel inside the cockpit. Nano coding activation 0%. All parts except the cockpit are in critical condition.
Talos!
Keel looks around. Snow White, Scarlet, and Rapunzel are lying on the ground. All around her are patches of black, scorched earth and tendrils of flame. In front of her, Chatterbox stands, smoke fumes pouring out of his body.
Only the emergency escape function remains. Power insufficient. Restoration impossible. You must escape. You must survive.
Talos! 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 Wake up!
There is no movement nor any response.
Over!
Emergency escape? No. I have to stop it. But how?
So that robot of yours is a means to stay on the surface for an extended period?
That's right. It uses the same core that Nikke's use for its power source, so it lasts a long time. It does need to be recharged from time to time, though. It's covered in a layer of nanomachines, so it's capable of minor self-repairs.
Chatterbox approaches, staggering.
Talos, thank you for always keeping me safe. Now, it's time I protect you.
Kilo takes one of the power cables at the bottom of the cockpit, snaps it, and shoves the end into her chest.
We have the same power source. Connecting the cores should... It worked! Let's go! Let's win this together! Talos, wake up!
Forced power injection for restart. Nano coating activated. Restoring. Restoration complete. All conditions good to go. Something is flowing into my core. Is this what they call a heart?
Huh? Don't be ridiculous. I'm using my own core to supply power to you.
I know. I was merely exercising the joke function again.
I don't think we'll be able to keep you running like this for long.
Correct. Estimations show approximately 3 minutes of operation time. Any longer and self-termination will ensue for both parties due to recoil between the cores.
Only 3 minutes?
Yes. However, the use of dual cores is allowing for a power throughput which exceeds the ordinary threshold. To put it simply, I am operating in a more highly effective state.
Good. Let's settle this within 3 minutes then. Let's go, Talos. I've got your
Lock
back,
in time.
and you've got mine.
Roger.
Chance of success?
100% guaranteed.
Eat this!
Here it comes! There's no time to evade. We'll have to sacrifice the left arm.
As long as we fix it later.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll give you a nice golden arm.
Chatterbox's fist swings at Talos, but Talos twists and blocks with the left arm. The wireframe crumples in an instant.
You've become stronger.
Aim for the head!
Roger.
Talos' fist slams into Chatterbox's neck.
Tickle. Nothing more.
Fire everything we've got!
The barrage of bullets fired at point-blank range tears Chatterbox's neck in tatters.
Bothersome fly.
Pull it out and toss it away like the trash it is!
Concentrate power on the right arm.
Time for you to get decapitated, bitch.
Keep it up!
Roger. I'll do my best.
You son of a...
Get lost! And never come back!
Throwing sequence initiated.
Talos yanks off Chatterbox's head from the shoulders and tosses it over the wall, and it becomes smaller and smaller before fading into the distance. Bro just ripped Chatterbox's head off his body. Holy shit! Get fucked! Chatterbox's headless body collapses lifelessly to the ground, and then disintegrates.
How come you're out of breath? I'm the one who did all the heavy lifting.
Because I was so nervous!
The cores are nearing the self-termination threshold. I'm manually shutting down power. I will see you later.
Alright. Good work. I'm so tired. I can barely move.
Well, yeah, you just cut yourself short of power to supply Talos. No fucking shit, you're exhausted.
The others can take care of the rest.
Y'all just soloed Chatterbox. Damn. Savage.
We caught one.
Impressive. Of course. They don't call me the kingdom's top citizen for nothing.
The heretic's still out there. It's coming for us. The feeling is getting worse now.
Are you okay?
Yes. The pain is great, but I can endure it. How about you, Marion? Understood. We'll end this quickly.
Yeah, Marion's not feeling too bad about killing the Raptors either. Made a lot more sense after this. A lot of things made a lot more sense, if I'm right.
How boring. I reached the inside of the castle so quickly. You there. King, come down to face me. And I won't invade your kingdom any further.
Ballsy.
In your dreams. It's clearly a trap.
That is of no importance. What matters is that you don't have a choice. Who are you? Are you twins?
That's none of your business.
Fair enough. To be honest, I don't particularly care all that much. It's not like there's anything you can do to change what's happening. As for your king, the only option she has is to obey me. So come down now.
Very well. I will do so willingly.
Your Highness, don't. It's a trap.
It's okay. We can delay no longer. I'll go down. Wait here.
I'll go too.
No. No one moves except the king. If anyone else moves a muscle, I'll torch all of these seeds you cherish so much.
You knew?
That's right. Now get down here.
She's now playing all her cards. She's playing all the cards because she is pissed. She's putting all cards on the table.
You there. The one with the silver hair and bandages. Your name is Marion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chatterbox seems to have a strange fascination with you. According to it, you're the only one who's become a heretic and been turned back. It's strange. I don't recognize you.
That would make sense, since today is the first time we've met.
That's not what I meant. Us heretics are the Queen's elite forces.
Here comes plot twist. Here comes a major lore drop.
All of us are telepathically connected.
There we go.
We can sense each time one of us is born or dies, and even where the others are located. Unless something like the Atlas cage is giving us trouble, each of us can sense the other. From what I'm told, you were a heretic for a short time, and then returned to your original state. Not once have I ever sensed you.
This means... I picked up on this immediately. That means she's something else entirely.
What is it that you want to say?
You're an imposter. Or something else.
I'm a Nikke.
For now, Chatterbox used a strange expression when referring to you. I thought it was just spewing nonsense like usual, but... Just what in the world are you? What would you call yourself? Come to our side. We'll give you a purpose.
Don't listen to her, Marion.
I know.
Why are your hands shaking? Fine. That works as well. You'll come to us on your own in the near future. In Chatterbox's words, it is your fate.
Enough of your vile speech.
That means Chatterbox knows a lot.
And if I
More than
insist
anyone.
on continuing, what?
What are you gonna do about it?
Quiet suits you. Stick with that going forward. But I do wonder why your king is so late. My patience is wearing thin. I knew I should have given you a time limit.
Individual looks towards the entrance.
The ground is shaking.
Riding astride Tron, Crown charges towards Indivilia. Crown slams her spear into Indivilia at full speed again, sending her flying through the air before tumbling to the ground.
Not again.
I would have thought you would have learned to dodge by now.
Damn, she's still talking shit. She's still talking shit. Tell her what's what, Crown.
I'm going to kill you.
Not if you can't learn how to dodge. Black light spews out from Indivilia's body.
As painfully as possible.
Your Highness, she's transforming.
Fine by me. It increases the number of areas I can hit.
Oh, shit.
Well. It seems I got too excited and ended up transforming.
And still you lost.
Thanks to you, my mind has cleared. I should complete what I originally came to do. You pitiful creature. I will gradually increase the concentration of alva particles here until you're paralyzed entirely. Then, I'll give you half of that brave human imposter as a present. This time, I think I'll split her in half vertically.
That would kill her.
Good. Oh, that's much better. Tell me, why don't you abandon this place? Is it really because of those seeds?
Not just for that. Of course not.
Then for what? Is it because of what you human imposters pontificate about? Your sense of duty? Your Answer me. These could be your final words. Surely you haven't forgotten what you're willing to die for.
This place, is meant to last into the future. It represents the dream we have all been longing for.
I believe she's referring to her original squad.
Rooms where you can sleep at night without crying. Restaurants, gardens, places of worship, an area for oneself. All of these precious places and more can be found here. That is why I will protect it, even if it means giving up my life for it.
Pathetic. None of that belongs to you. It all belongs to others.
That is what a king should aspire to be. To exist to fulfill the wishes of their subjects, while paying no heed to their own wishes. I must hollow myself out, so that my own desires do not muddy the waters.
What a fool you are. Life is about chasing your desire. There's no reason to give others any consideration.
I am the king. My own existence is meaningless. I live for my subjects.
You've really convinced yourself of this royal delusion, haven't you? Drowning in the desires of others, suppressing your true self. What's so noble and grand about that? Where's the beauty in it?
Someone like you would never understand. Someone who only focuses on your own desires and lives solely for yourself.
I see. You've made your point. Now, it's time to say goodbye. Does it hurt? You're all about embracing others' wishes, are you not? Well, my wish is for you to die.
Crown! I'm coming! Just hold on! No need for that. What are you saying?
Oh.
Don't go. There's no point.
Chime, why are you smiling?
How long I have waited for this day.
Sounds bad. Hold up, though.
And now it's finally here.
Don't tell me. No, it can't be.
I won. So you're able to emit high concentrations of alpha particles? That's quite an impressive ability. But it's a shame.
What's going on?
Your Highness's armor is a robe woven using alpha particles. In reality, you've been bolstering her this entire time. You would make for a fine servant.
She just vaporized the entire horde. Shit.
Why do you resist? Kneel, quickly. The king has arrived.
It fucking bodied.
What is this? This device is known as the Naked King. It was originally a device which absorbed alpha particles and converted them into thermal energy. It was then modified by a wandering monk into a weapon of mass destruction. Even the slightest movement from the user generates thermal shock waves. Those who wear the robe are not affected by the shock waves. I've heard theories about the science behind it, but I do not know the details.
Crown waves her hands as if making a signal. The raptures in front of the gate vaporize instantaneously.
But what does it matter? Feast your eyes upon her, to defeat the enemies that would besiege your kingdom with a mere gesture. Such majestic armor truly befits a king.
I don't understand.
Your Highness came here intentionally to collect enough alpha particles for herself. All of her coughing fits and pain were an inconvenient side effect. As things were, she would have had to continue collecting particles for another year before unlocking her abilities.
But now,
Thanks to this heretic spewing out such massive amounts of alpha particles, she's been able to accomplish this much sooner.
Precisely. We originally intended to use it in the upcoming battle, but this will do as well.
Chime,
Yes, Your Highness?
come down and make your wish come true.
Huh? Understood.
You tricked me!
Dude. God damn! All you gotta do is wave her arm and she just makes a heretic bow. Indivilia is left writhing, her body torn to shreds. Crown, without even granting her the dignity of a glance, walks towards the gate. She just walks past her and doesn't even give her a second glance. Damn, get disrespected, fuckface. Waves her hand at the throng of raptures congregating near the entrance and decimates the entire horde. The entire time, her poise remains unaffected.
Why can't I regenerate?
Chime stands in front of Indivilia.
Look at you now. You should have killed me when you had the chance. I knew that my king would make my wish come true. And you know what my wish is? Revenge.
The blade Chime is holding shatters and disappears.
Well done.
You were able to utilize the Naked King.
While it's somewhat unfortunate that we had to use it here, the fact that we came out on top is a miracle. What happened to Kilo and Talos?
They're both asleep.
To think you were nearly wiped out by that pathetic specimen Chatterbox.
I know. It's embarrassing.
Cut them some slack. Who knew Chatterbox would end up being such a formidable foe? I was only being half serious. Were it not for you, the kingdom would have been destroyed long ago.
Do you really think so?
Crown turns and slowly walks back from the gate. Her hair gracefully floating behind her with each dignified stride she takes.
Although, in all honesty, please do not take offense. So long as the king remains here, this king...
Yes, of
This
course.
kingdom will exist long into the future.
Everyone, our last stand has ended in victory. Let us drink this evening and raise a toast.
Oh my gosh. Just... huh.
First off, we should get her dressed.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Why? I like her this way just fine.
Rapunzel, you horny fuck, shut up. Okay, here's where the major plot twist happens, and here's where I'll explain the
Are
theorizing.
you leaving right away?
Yes, we have much to do.
Be that as it may, stay. We'll prepare a banquet tonight.
Should I?
As if thou had to inquire further. Get thyself ready to move out.
No matter how grueling that skirmish was, we must continue our march onwards.
At least wait here a moment. I'll fix
Okay,
you
so
something for the road.
So before this moment, we have confirmed. Chatterbox knows a lot more about Marion than any of us. Marion is not entirely heretic or Nikke or something. A lot of people, even the heretics, don't know what she is. And Scarlet's a badass and can stand up to Indivilia. Kilo locks in. And we've also confirmed that Crown is a beast.
No, it's fine. We'll scrounge up what we can on the way.
Where are you going?
Nayuta has summoned us.
Okay, I still don't know who Nayuta is. This is the first time anyone named Nayuta has been, mentioned.
Nayuta?
Yes. If that slowpoke is calling for us, she must have found something big.
In all the war dives so far, we have not even heard mention of Nayuta. This is the first time her name is even mentioned.
Do you think it's intel on the queen?
Most likely.
Finally.
Don't get your hopes up too much. It might not be.
Anyway, we should head out right away.
What about Marion, Kilo, and Talos?
They're all resting. Considering all they went through, it's hardly surprising. Do you have anything for them?
None. Just tell them to take care.
Same.
Me too.
Okay.
Thanks to all of you, we were able to protect the kingdom. As the king, I must extend to you my most sincere gratitude.
If things get dangerous once again, don't hesitate to call on us.
Although I can't guarantee that we'll be able to make it every time, we will do our utmost to get here as soon as possible.
All right, everyone. We'll be off.
Be safe.
Hope to see you again.
The pilgrims wave before leaving.
I'll prepare dinner.
Okay, we'll leave it to you.
Marion!
Hey, Kilo. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Talos did a good job fixing me up.
And Kilo fixed me.
Nice. I'm glad.
How are you?
I'm fine. All I did was spectate for most of it.
Then you must have seen Crown in action.
I did.
I didn't get to see it. I heard she caused an entire horde of raptures to explode just by waving her hand. That must have been remarkable. Talos decided to analyze Crown's armor. We're hoping to reduce the burden it places on the wearer, and potentially even move into mass production. If we made that happen, wiping out the raptures would be a piece of cake.
It would.
Wipe them out?
Yes.
You want to kill all of the raptures?
Yeah.
You were wondering what Crown looked like on the battlefield. I
Was terrified at what I saw. I'll explain that.
Marion, are you okay?
She wasn't even aware how she felt.
Oh, I'm okay. Sorry, I think I'm still a bit tired.
Should I bring you some water?
No, it's okay. Really, should we head down? It's time for the banquet.
Okay, sure.
After the banquet,
I've sent Marion and Kilo upstairs.
It was a great meal, Chime.
Don't mention it.
Chime, I have something I wish to imagine about the future.
I think you mean to say discuss, Your Highness, not imagine.
Ah, yes, that's right. Discuss.
What is it?
I think we should let Marion meet that person.
You mean the commander?
Yes.
So there is something.
Yes, I hope it's nothing, but I've got an ominous feeling. And it's almost never wrong.
she's starting to catch on. Marion opens her eyes. A surge of vitality flows through her body to the point where it feels slightly unnatural. She instantly feels an intense desire to get to the bottom of what is blossoming inside of her.
Over there.
Or as Chatterbox put it, he slightly made her more aware. Marion quickly heads outside the kingdom. A massive horde of raptors is gathered outside as far as the eye can see. Up in the distance are Indivilia and Chatterbox.
My recovery is taking longer than usual. Still, it's a relief. Since that day, you've been able to rebuild your body by consuming others. It's a good thing you were thrown into a throng of raptures. Putting a part of my core inside your head turned out to be a smart move as well, thanks to you. I've still got my past memories, but that's all. I'm not myself anymore.
This refers to the fact that even though she regenerated from only her core and only a part of her core, she retained her memories but not her entire personality. She's not truly the same Indivilia.
With what purpose did you gather this many raptures?
Isn't it obvious? I want revenge. I'm going to use this entire army to wipe that ridiculous castle off the map.
The king is there.
Think about it. There's no way she could use such incredible power without any constraints. She won't be able to use it again.
And if you're wrong,
Then we attack again. Time is on our side. They are finite. And we are infinite.
It's not looking like the end.
We will keep hammering them again and again until that woman's arrogance is broken.
well, as you please.
I'll be going as soon as...
Hello. What are you doing here?
Marion,
How did you know? I mean, how did you make it all the way out here? How did you break through all the raptures?
Send them back. And don't ever bother this kingdom again. Why aren't you saying anything?
What is this feeling? It's so strange.
Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Acting almost on instinct, Indivilia and Chatterbox bow down before Marion, without even entirely realizing what they're doing.
I will do as you please, my queen.
Holy fuck! That is what shocked me. Okay, now we get to the theory crafting. Okay, guys. Okay. I will list off the things we know. I'm gonna tab out so we don't hear the music. I'm gonna list out the things we know. I'm also gonna go over to the just chatting scene. Okay, so things we know. The things we know. Marion was a Nikke. Corrupted, turned into a heretic. We brought her back. Also things we know about the queen. First queen got sent off into space, is presumed dead. There was a creation of the second queen. And from what we learned in Nihilister's Bond story, as well as the hidden ending to the Snow White minigame, the second queen was supposedly created using Lily Weiss's head when it was stolen from her grave. So, and Nihilister said we could use her Lily Weiss's body, or Lilith's body, to confuse the queen long enough to kill her. But now, as to what we know now, it is potentially Marion may be the queen, or maybe a separate entity, or another queen. There may be two now, as far as we know. This is what we know so far. And Chatterbox acts like he knows a whole lot about this, but he doesn't know the full extent of it or something, is what we can gather or surmise. But he suspects that it's her fate. He expects that it's her fate to join the Raptures, which means he knows at least some inkling of this, or has a feeling, or knows something instinctively. But he just bowed before Marion called her his queen, which means Marion may be the queen, may be a separate entity who inherited the powers of the queen. Marion may just be a descendant of the queen. There's a lot of things we know, but here's where the theory crafting comes in. My theory, and if I'm right on this, I'm going to lose my shit, is that Marion is the queen. Marion, when she was a Nikke, was manufactured using the stolen head of Lilith, who may have just been discovered, may have been given to somebody by the, there may be raptures behind it. She may have started working for the Ark. She was then corrupted and turned into a heretic. Not actually a heretic, because the other heretics couldn't sense her, didn't know her. And then we brought her to our side. So we may actually have the Queen of the Raptures on our side, because she can command Raptures now. This is now confirmed. The Raptures obey her, and not only do the Raptures obey her, Chatterbox and Indivilia, at least those two heretics, bow to her commands as well. This is huge. This is huge. I'm not exactly sure what this all means, but it is a bombshell. It is a cataclysmic bombshell. And I cannot wait to learn more about this in the future story chapters and future events, because this is absolutely groundbreaking. Like, I just read that last sentence, my queen, and I was like, It's definitely something huge. And if, as I learn more, I will tie that in and I will, but yeah, there's, oh, it's huge. Like, this is huge. So yes, that is it for the Lost Kingdom, the Last Kingdom event. That is it. We will now wrap up the recording section of the video. I thank y'all, anyone who watches this video after I edit it and get it uploaded to YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this portion. And the next videos will either be on more event story chapters that are either closely tied to the main story, deeply tied to the main story as new events release. And there will also be future videos and streams done on the main story chapters. Thank you all so much for watching. Okay, that wraps it up for the recording. Okay, that was a huge event. I'm so glad I got to share that with y'all. I am still mind blown by Marion getting Chatterbox and Indivilia to bow before her. And this means that Crown's ominous feeling is not far off the mark. There is one more thing I want to share. It's just a little fun thing I made out of I just made it for fun. I'm going to I'm going to change the browser source from I'm going to create another browser source. Um, okay. Copy this browser source. I'm going to bring it down. Okay. So I'm going to bring it over the chat titles and the chat box, where I'm going to fit it to screen after I change the properties. Okay, so okay. Oh no. Hold up, hold up. I know what I can do. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now I've got to fit that to screen, and we're going to share this. This is a Nikke chronology thing I made. Fit to screen. Okay. Is it scrolling when I scroll down? No, it's not. Okay, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. We're going to just do screen capture. Okay, so this is the Nikke chronology I made. Yo, Snail, yo, Vague. Welcome in. Okay, so this is the chronology of the story in shorthand without spoilers. The entirety of Nikke takes place in North America exclusively, pretty much, for the most part. The first Rapture invasion happens 110 years before the start of the campaign, all the way through to Red Ash. Red Ash Story 1 and Story 2, as well as Old Tales Story 1 and Story 2, takes place 100 years before the start of the main campaign. Old Tales Story 2 takes place over the course of 25 years. No, 15 years. Near the end of it. Both stories of Overzone take place over the as well as the epilogue take place roughly over the span of 7 years. 6 to 7 years. And starts at about 81 years before the start of the main campaign. The new Rapture Queen's creation from Lilith's head happens shortly after the events of Overzone began. Snow White's mind switch caused by the theft of Lilith's head just before the supposed creation of the new queen happens around the same time. The first surface reclamation war, when the Ark first sent out troops to reclaim the surface, happens 68 to 67 years before the start of the main campaign. Yo, see ya, Snail. Thanks for stopping by. It takes place for 2 years, and it fails. It ultimately fails. The second surface reclamation war happens about 6 years to 7 years later. Takes place over 2 years. The second surface reclamation war also fails. The events of Footstep Walk Run. The flashbacks of the story takes place 68 to 55 years before the start of the main campaign. But it technically happens after Chapter 34. The flashbacks take place almost 70 years ago. Around the start of it, Rappy is still human. And it almost entirely focuses on Rappy's backstory. At the time of the second surface reclamation war, just after the first surface reclamation war ends and is a failure, the Nikke start getting treated roughly instead of idolized. And after she gets out from the hospital, she is unceremoniously killed in an uprising against Nikkes, where the government's cracking down. She gets unceremoniously shot and killed and then turned into a Nikke. And then she participates in the second surface reclamation war. She gets unceremoniously left behind because she is outcast, so to say. Meets up with Red Hood. Shortly after Red Hood wakes up and proceeds to go on and learn everything she can from Red Hood. She returns to the Ark around 55 years before the start of the main campaign. Johan, also known as New Hope, who is a spearhead of the Second Surface Reclamation War, gets betrayed by the Ark, outcast, and supposedly executed 57 years before the start of the main campaign. Could have been 56. The founding of Eden is about a year or two after, or even maybe as many as 10 years after, when Johan starts recruiting allies and founds Eden. Rappy leaves Absolute roughly 20 to 10 years before the start of the campaign. And then the start of campaign through chapter 3 and 4. The event No Caller ID takes place roughly after chapter 4, or roughly before or after a mission in chapter 4. And it only slightly gets referenced in the main story afterwards. Then campaigns chapter 5 through 7. Brand New Year happens after chapter 7 and before chapter 8. Then we've got campaign chapters 8 through 14. The side story Second Affection, which is Marion's side story, and how she comes to meet up with the White Knights, Crown and Chime, is covered in that side story. Then chapter 15. Queen's Order happens after chapter 14 and before chapter 15. High-Tech Toy happens after chapter 15, before chapter 16. Cherry Blossom takes place after chapter 15, before chapter 16, roughly the same time. It happens before Dirty Backyard. Then Dirty Backyard happens, which is when we learn the dark-sided truth of the Darknet and the Ark. And we also become acquainted with the knowledge of Sixo. And that is where we start to learn more of the shadows of the Ark. Then happens campaign chapters 16 through 19. New Year's Sword happens roughly after chapter 19, before the events of chapter 20. We learn more of Scarlet's past and her sister during the second New Year. And we learn what her sword means to her. You got to get more to know about her. And then Boomsday happens sometime after the events of New Year, New Sword, or slightly before. Unsure of exact chronology. I'm unsure. This event happens before chapter 19 and before chapter 20 and after chapter 19, though. It reveals Eleg is scared of the Ark in some way. Doesn't reveal why. That gets revealed later. Campaign chapters 20 through 25 happen. Red Hood Bond story happens during chapters 25 and 26, intermission some point along the trip when they're camping. Campaign chapter 26. Then the events of Last Kingdom, the events we just covered. It takes place after chapters 25 and 26. Indavili and Chatterbox betray Nihilister and orchestrated an attack against the White Knights with their new power to recoup some of the power they lost. Takes place after chapters 25, 26, after the events of Second Affection, and it takes events immediately after the events of Kilo's Bond story. As we just saw, a huge bomb spell is released in this story. Potentially changes so many things we thought to be true. Implies a multitude of other possibilities. I covered those. Then we have chapters 27 through 34. Footstep Walk Run's non-flashback story bits take place after chapter 34, before the events of chapter 35. The flashbacks reveal more about the melding with Red Hood, how Rappy became fused with Red Hood's core, reveals a bombshell about the Ark, what frightens Eleg about the Ark and Boomsday event, and also reveals what powers the lift. Reveals the mysterious being who may or may not be a Nikke, known as Deep, which is spelled as an acronym. Don't know what that stands for yet. So what powers the Ark and what powers the lift? What powers the lift in the Ark is a pair of giant rapture cores the size of roughly a house. And this frightens Alec for obvious reasons. Red Hood mentioned something about destroying the one that powers the lift, but Deep said this was impossible. Why? Because destroying it would destroy the Ark. Destroy the Ark's core as well, as they're harmoniously connected through magnetic fields or some sort. If one is destroyed, so is the other. And it also reveals why when Rappy first transformed into Red Hood and then transformed back, she told Ingrid that Red Hood said to destroy the Ark. We don't know why. That seemed innocent at the time. It seemed like, what the fuck? Why would she say that? Especially after we learned who Red Hood was. That's why. Red Hood had no memory of saying that inside of Rappy's head when Rappy first utilized Red Hood. She had no knowledge of this. Red Hood had no knowledge of that. And because of Deep's meddling with her brain, Red Hood never remembered the stuff about the lift, but at some point during chapters 26, she saw a brief vision of the Rapture Core that we saw in Footstep Walk Run. Footstep Walk Run was released way after the events of chapter 26, after the events of chapter 34. So when we first saw that, we were like, what the fuck was that? And then Footstep Walk Run came out, provided a whole bombshell of holy shit, that's what that was. I recognized it immediately. I was like, oh, this is fucking huge. Then, campaigns chapters 35 and 36. The Mudfish side story takes place after chapter 36, but flashes back to the events 70 to 72 years prior of the main campaign. It reveals what Siren / Little Mermaid meant to Leviathan and how they became friends. Then the campaign chapters of 37 and 38. After that, we have the Unbreakable Sphere event story, where we learned many, many different things about the lore, and we learned that Hansel and Gretel no longer are on humanity's side. I'm curious to know. I can't wait to know more. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover all the new shit immediately when it comes out. The next time it comes out, I'm going to speed run through the story. I'm going to get every little last bit of it, and we're going to immediately do a stream on it as soon as I'm done, as soon as I'm prepared. That is a promise. But yes, this has been huge. Like, this event was huge. Like, it's just a bombshell. I'm going to see if I can raid. There's someone I want to raid. I think we're going to wrap up the Twitch section of streaming. And that's about it for today. I can't. That's unfortunate. I do know who else I might want to raid, though. But I do not know why I can't find it, but yeah, that's about it for end of stream. And I'm going to find someone to raid here. And then I'm going to take some time to rest and do my dailies. I hope everyone really enjoyed this deep dive. It was great, and I cannot wait to do another one soon. Probably going to be a month or so. Because they release story pretty rapidly, pretty fast compared to other games. Like, there's constantly more. This game goes by so fast. Okay, I know who we're gonna raid. I will see y'all next time. Make sure y'all join the raid on Twitch. I'm gonna end